Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. A hazy shade of winter. Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. A hazy shade of winter. And the sky is a hazy shade of winter.
Apparently, Chris wants to do the recap.
All right. So the whole camp is at the ready. They're packing up steady. The sea here is the only one that's carried. Damn, that must be heavy. Amar says, "We must depart now." This starts the countdown. 12 hours across the tundra. This will test your heart now. We have to climb down a cliff, but nothing goes amiss. We corral the sleds down, and the shield guardian helps lift. We continue against the wind. The torchlight is thin, and the fate of one particular elder looks a little grim. No man left behind, as Gabar will warp him back. We next get to a river, and the ice begins to crack. We go and make it over, minus Sapphira's heart attack. Flynn falls through the water, but we bring her to the pack, eventually. These Rageds have not stopped. Once again, a vortex warp is popped. This old man is struggling. If left like this, he'll die. Quintus has the answer. Quintus casts Fly. The tundra is quiet except for the sound of chains. Our bard is the only one who feels Levistus's reign. We press on, and finally the hours tick off the clock. The Regheads signal we're here. We approach Pride Rock. There's a brief moment of peace. Gabar breaks the freeze. Plants come to life, and the scent of flowers are on the breeze. All interrupted by howls in the wind as the Sadafa tribe emerges. A battle will begin. Werewolves and Regheads plunder our new friends. Children are snatched and taken to their end. Some will loot the camp, while others will fight with us. But this is their downfall, because we hit like a bus. Laser pistols fire, fire spells explode. We make a triple moonbeam, which destroys them and erodes. But watch their maw, it's nasty. We are careful of their bite. Overall, we win, but Quintus loses his fight. The bard in the party is infected and hardly partying, but at least we have a fucking shield guardian. He took care of business, and he took 2 wolves to their demise, all while Quintus was flying in the sky. Some wolves flee, the rest are slain, but our boy is hurt, and he's not okay. What do? He leaves for the Sahir, but the help he needs, that help, it isn't here. Illican says lycanthropy like this is no gift, it's a curse. Left untreated, it will only get worse. The Sahir says this magic is dark, it's horrible. Perhaps the one to remove this mark is a child of Oral. All roads lead to the Isle of Solstice. The only way to get there, from what the Dalim has told us, comes from an unlikely form, that of a bell. And Angajuk the whale will take us to this hell. A sunken ship is lashed to its back that can take us, though traveling through Sadafa territory will make or break us. If we are kind and convince this beast to take us to the old frost giant tomb, this will be to our way to the island, the way to a cure, or the way to our doom. We depart the tribe, an ally we have made. Fabian gives us his blessing. Tariq will lead the way. And then a pair of hands will burst up from the snow and grab Gabar. The party all surprised as we watch this from afar. A skeletal quartermaster emerges as the minion. You best start believing in ghost stories, Gabar. You're in one.
I love it.
Yo, that horrible oral
Good
rhyme was
one.
pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah, I like that too.
That was good.
I just had a couple other points we like briefly kind of talked about. We get a bag of holding. We learn more about kind of like 10 towner reghead lore relations. We had talked about the logistics of like bringing the dogs and the sleds to the bell. And there was a talk about what we can trade Valin to remove her curse, for the remove curse spell. Just other
All right.
anecdotal points to add in there.
If it doesn't rhyme,
Incredible.
it didn't happen.
Incredible. I feel like, well, it's like a fucking Dr. Seuss book. The way the rhymes were hitting, it's like little. I want to do little drawings of the characters in little children's book. Children getting carried away by werewolves. So, I want to begin this session.
It's very understandable too.
That's exactly what happened in the session. Gotta do. All right. So I want to start this session by going backwards in time, right? So it says earlier after the screen wipe, right? So I will rush through this. So you guys, let's say we're back at the Reged camp, right? Before you guys had left. You had already said your goodbyes to Fazian, all that stuff. The camp is sort of, you're leaving the camp behind, and you go over to where your sleds are, and there's a pile of dead dogs, and you guys have just inherited a new item. So I want to know I just want to know what else happened in there.
Oh yeah, I think we totally would have stuffed all our BS in there.
Yeah, so I need, like, can we get some sort of party
In the inventory?
bag of, who's holding the bag of holding? They're gonna have to keep track of all the shit that's in it, and like we need to do that. So we're gonna start the game with some bookkeeping, please.
Can you make a character sheet for the bag of holding so we can
That would be good. Yes.
all use its inventory?
Think so.
Yeah, that would be nice, so we can just all dump shit in there. I think I said that I slipped it around Big Smile's neck. So I don't
Oh,
wanna
that's
carry it.
right.
But if
Yeah.
he doesn't want to do it, I mean, it's a magic item, so I think it would magically form to Gabar. But if somebody else wants to carry it, please do so. I don't want it.
Okay. Does everybody have just a bag of holding thing like at the top?
I see it. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put it in characters. Okay, so I'm moving it. Now it should be under like where your character sheet is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can just start. We can all add stuff to the bag of holding together in the little inventory.
Oh,
What all do we?
pretty handy.
Yeah, and it'll keep like how much weight it is, and you can put gold in there and everything. That's a good idea, Brandon.
Oh.
I wanted
I
to
think
do
we did it for Tomb of Annihilation, right? Isn't that where I got the idea?
Yeah, we
Think-
no, we
we
did that,
did?
but not for the bag of holding for the
It was
dinosaur.
for the
carrier.
dinosaur.
Mm.
Yeah, so we can do that for our bag of holding though. So here's a bag of holding. What are we doing? What do you guys want to put in there? How are you handling this? Also, yeah, like you said, Big Smile woke up with the bag. I don't know how you guys want to handle that.
Can I just start dumping my shit in there that I want? You know, I'm putting like my snowshoes, like my
Well,
scholars.
you're gonna need those snowshoes to walk across the tundra.
Well, shit. Then I'm not putting my snowshoes in there because I'm using them right now. But when I'm not using them,
How many dogs are there? Did we establish that?
It's a
It's
good
like
question.
3 teams of 6.
We're
Two
putting
of
the
them-
dogs in there.
Got crushed by a bullet.
Oh yeah, 2 of them did.
Yeah. So we ended up like split. So 2 sleds have 5, and then I think another sled has 6.
And 16 dogs. That is a shitload of dogs to stuff in a bag. You guys have to also sort of spread the dog's legs out so they're like pointing like a diving dog, so you could stuff them inside of this bag. It's very disturbing. It's a good thing you're away from the tribe because they would not be liking what you guys are doing. All right,
Thumbs
so
opaque rifle in.
All right, so I'll just put 16 in the bunch of dead dogs.
Yeah, who put bunch O dead dogs? Come on.
I don't know.
That was me.
Bunch of dead dogs.
Perfect. All right, so you guys can sort of load this thing up. However, who has a double crossbow?
I had it.
It's sick. Those are sick. You should use that. It does 2d10 instead of 1d10.
Oh,
Oh, is that from
jeez,
the
okay.
the Duragar guy?
Maybe. Yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, that guy that helped you guys get to the.
It was on the
That
day
was
that
forever ago.
Illican was morphing, I think, when we were in that little like hut area.
No,
No,
it was
he got
when
fucking
he
shot in
got
the head.
killed at Sunblight. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. So if anybody wants it, I mean.
Well, shit. How much damage does it do?
2d10.
It's a heavy crossbow though, so you
Yeah, it's
need
heavy
martial
crossbow.
weapon proficiency.
Mhm.
I don't have that.
Oh, look, yeah, we're putting names next to the stuff.
I don't want someone stealing my bedroll, dude.
I'm. Hold on. No, that makes perfect sense.
I can't drag something from my character sheet.
No, you have to
Over.
go to the compendium and then type it in, then drag it, then delete it off your character sheet.
All right, so if a living husky weighs about 50 pounds, how much is a desiccated one?
30?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, bag's gonna rip
Guessing
open
the
if we
weight of
put too.
dead dogs.
The too many dogs are in the dogs don't fit.
We can hold the dogs, but not much else.
Oh
mean, the-
shit!
The
Wait,
dogs
how
is
much
a
can the bag
temporary
hold?
thing.
500 pounds.
I can put my bedroll back on Sonara's back then.
We have 16 dead-
This is
oh.
hilarious.
I don't
It's
want to
just
Google
the
the weight
dead
of a
dog.
dead dog.
Just the dead dog carrying bag. It's like a
Basically.
Pokeball.
The worst po. I choose you, 16 bag of
Dead
dead
dogs.
dogs.
This is some Skyrim shit if I've ever seen it, dude.
Well, we can use it for the dogs for now. Eventually, we'll reanimate the dogs and we can put all our shit in there.
All right. Well, somebody gonna throw away a crossbow, I guess.
Here's the thing, it's a giant's bag, right?
It was at
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That is a very good point. Oh man, that is a really good point. I'll give you 700 then, and you can put your shit back in it.
Okay.
Yeah, how do I edit it so it's like that's how much it can weigh? How much you can carry? I'll figure it out once everybody's done. Yes, you
You know,
guys
I'm
have
just
700 then. Because it's a giant. They're totally right. Like giants would keep like boulders in it and stuff because that's what they would like grab and throw boulders at people and stuff. So like that would only hold like 2 boulders.
All right, I think the equipment weight is going to be correct now because I set the strength score to 140.
Oh, all right. And that's gonna equal 700 carrying capacity?
140 times 5, right?
Is that what it is? This is
Yep.
why we have you here, but you're the guy for this, so
You're
I
the
believe
math
you.
guy.
Yeah, you're the math guy, so I believe you. All right.
Are
What?
these dead dogs? Are they dried?
Sort
or
of,
are they more
yeah.
desiccated?
No, they're like she dug them up.
Hmm.
So they're like partially skeletal, some of them. She like went to a pet cemetery and dug up a bunch of dogs.
That turned out so good last time someone did that.
Yeah,
Did-
well.
I'm trying to
They hook-
calculate the weight by water.
Oh no, we don't have to go that
I
far.
mean, have you seen
They
the
are
movie?
30 pounds apiece. We have just established that. All right, so is the bag full? You guys are good?
I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. Oh, do snowshoes actually weigh 4 pounds?
Hmm. But you have to wear them to walk across the tundra, which you are about to do.
Okay.
But yes, they do, according to if you dragged them over, right? Gabar, you just pulled yours over too, right? Didn't you?
I pulled them back out because I'm using them right now. But when
Yeah.
we're done
Put it
walking, I'm
on,
gonna throw 'em
but
in.
when you put it on, it was 4, right?
Yeah. I'm looking at it.
But technically,
now.
yours are 2, right?
I
Gabar?
think that's what mine are because we
Yeah,
agreed that when
we
we
agreed.
started
I remember that.
because I need strength score help.
Yeah, I remember that.
I have a bunch of lanterns I can put in here too.
You guys got plenty of.
Oh yeah, I got the lantern of revealing still.
Got plenty of weight
So I'll
here.
put that on there.
Oops.
And I have a bullseye lantern I can put in too.
Just a heavy crossbow away.
Oh,
So cool that all of these things have weight values.
I am now imagining like post-it notes, like a office fridge, like on a bunch of dead dogs to just say Valin.
So, who ate my dead dog? I already put my name on it.
Yeah. Okay. Everything has a weight value, right? Yeah.
cheers,
we're
yeah.
cool.
Thank you, sir.
Good. All right, so we're good. Okay, you can just put that crampons to 0. Okay. All right, so are we still going? I see someone.
Yeah, but keep. I'm just like adding.
Yeah,
small
I know,
things.
but that's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Okay.
I want to just go ahead and take the time to do it. I'm fucking tired. Like, let's just do it.
The last thing I'm gonna add is hempen rope,
Yeah.
and then I think we're good.
I like.
Is
this.
there enough
This
room for my tent?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, plenty.
hundreds
You want
of
to throw?
pounds.
Yeah, you want to put your tent in there too? Is it a
Yeah, my
two-person
tent,
tent?
and then mm, I think so because we've used it as a
Oh
two-person
God,
tent before.
who's hitting all the stuff? Don't do it.
Who's
We all
going
see it.
crazy?
We all see it. All right, wait. Which one was it? B. Yeah, whoever touches the thing, we all look at it. All right. All right, that's it.
Think so. Ingebar, you're leaving this on Big Smile's neck.
That's where I put it last night, so I'm assuming that's where it stayed.
Sure.
All right, so big smile. You have the bag of holding.
Gotcha.
All right. So we sort of handle that. You guys stuff all these dead dogs into the bag of holding. And we cut back, right? That's it earlier, and then it cuts to black. And then it says now, right? And there's the skeletal hand that's grabbed onto Gabar's foot, right? And he like tries to pull him, knock him prone. Gabar, you like, crab crawl sort of backwards as you like got knocked over, backwards away from this guy as he pulls himself free from the earth. And yeah, I'll show you another handout. As he basically looks like a winter pirate skeleton. That's sort of what he looks like. And he'll say something to the effect of, "You filthy little gnome, you cursed me to this wretched existence." And he's gonna go over and like try to strangle you. And I need everyone to roll initiative here in 1 moment. Huh? Okay. Roll initiative.
Everybody in my org, it's +3.
Boy, he rolled really high.
Oh, but I got +3, so I just beat him.
Oh damn. Wait, hold on. What's your
16 is my score. So it's up to see what he gets.
He's got a 16 through 2. We're gonna roll.
Rollies. All right.
Rollies.
Just a D20.
Yes.
Ooh.
What?
Shut the
Roll
fuck up.
again.
Do it again.
Roll
Do it
again.
again. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, that's better.
If he gets a nice,
All
okay,
right, fine. I got a 5.
okay.
Jeez, that was close. Dude, that goes to
believe
show what's happening right now. Sonar will start to freak out. He'll be like, "They're there." I think that's everybody.
Is mine on there? It's just the initiative is like frozen for me.
Is your token even on the map?
It is. I see it 2 squares under Sapphira.
I don't.
Did you
I
roll
don't
for
either.
me, Jay?
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't. Whoa, come on, computer. Oh, there's 2 now. 15, actually. Then, hold up. Yeah, I'm not seeing Big Smile. That's the thing. Nobody else is either, are they?
I'm not
No.
seeing Big Smile, no.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay.
He's not like under or someone, is he?
No, I said he was 2 squares below Sapphira.
Yeah, maybe I'll refresh my page.
Yeah, do that. I just put him on the map.
Okay, I'm just refreshing Roll20.
That's okay.
I got 22.16 if you wanted to add it in.
Are we surprised?
Yes. Except for Gabar. I mean, it depends. Hold up, I'll tell you.
Oh, here we go.
No, I just did it. You said 22, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what the fuck? Where did he
Oh.
go?
His token just disappeared for me.
Yeah, it disappeared for me too. It left the initiative order completely.
Fine, everybody.
Well, I won't touch it at all if you want to add it in for me, Jay.
That's so weird.
Hmm.
You're still in. I don't know. Maybe you have
yep.
your mouse on erase everything mode or something.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check this guy's whole stealth situation going on. Four, 5, 6, 7, 17 passive. Did anybody beat that?
Illican?
Illican, maybe.
Yeah,
Eric.
Illican passes it.
Okay, so Illican is not going to be surprised, but everyone else is, except for Gabar. I'm going to let Gabar sort of have his turn.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Gabar. Sorry, Gabar. It's your turn.
Yeah, so
This guy
I'm
like
going
fucking is right here. He pulls himself out of the ground.
I'm gonna take a boot and put it on his head and like kind of crab crawl back as far as I can and be like, Marlon, you're supposed to be fucking dead. And I'm gonna misty step the fuck out of here. 5,
Okay.
10. I don't want to go too far. I'm gonna hide behind Sapphira and just kind of like peek over and be like, why are you fucking back?
He says, "I am dead," and he's as soon as you like teleport. It's not like he like you teleport and then he has to look for you. You teleport and he follows you, as if he is always able to know where you are at all times.
Okay. I'm going to start blasting.
Anyways,
I
that's
cast.
sort of blasting.
I cast gun.
All right,
13 to hit.
miss.
Yeah,
I mean, it hits
How much
him.
radiant damage would
It
have
hits
done?
him and like knocks his head back, right? As the laser beam knocks him back, and then he just sort of sets his head back into place. Seems to be unaffected by it.
You're dead. Why are you fucking here? Not in hell. And I'm going to back up some more. 5, 10, and that's my turn.
All right. It is now Marlin's turn. He is going to five. He can make it diagonally like this. And nobody can do anything about it because everyone's surprised. Oh,
Yep.
yep. Everyone in this line is surprised.
Damn, I should move further. I didn't want to go too far away.
Should
From
move
party.
north.
So here's the thing. What ends up happening is everyone is so like stunned by the whole thing that he like starts throwing people, guys out the way, right? And you guys are like, "What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?" Like this whole thing is very, very strange. And he's going to let's see what he can do. He's going to like grab you by your shoulders, Gabar, lean down and grab you by your shoulders, almost knocking you to the ground. And he still has his like eyeballs, right? Even though it's like sunken and sallow, right? But they sort of light up in this like red color. And he like looks in your eyes and he'll say something like, "You killed me, you filthy fucking gnome." And I need you to make a wisdom. Don't make it yet. Let me pull up my wisdom. Save, please.
Okay, this is magical ability. I have advantage if it is. That's why I'm curious.
You do. I know. Yes.
21.
You succeed. Let's see. As you feel. Wait. Okay. So you feel fear welling up inside of you as memories of this guy flash through your mind, right? And after that seems to have not as good an effect as he wanted, he is going to draw his sword, this shitty ass, scimitar that he has or some shit, and he is going to try to slash out at you.
Okay.
12 to hit.
12 just misses.
Fuck. All right. The last thing he's going to do is take his hand and like put it on your throat, the skeletal sort of hand with like it's gloved, like he has warm gloves on, but like the skeleton fingers are poking out in some spots where they're like rotted away, and he will grab your throat, and he gets a 24.
Oh yeah, that hits.
24 necrotic.
Oh no.
I need to make a con save.
Oh.
Oh boy, it's 2/3 your health.
Oh, I'm gonna inspire myself on this one.
Okay.
Better.
That succeeds. But you still take the damage, right?
Yeah, I took the damage.
So he takes one, the scimitar and tries to stab it into you, but you like wiggle out of the way. I'm imagining, even though mechanically you're not prone, I'm imagining you're prone, right? So he's like on top of you. And because you're so small, it just makes sense that he would be like down on you. And he takes the scimitar and tries to stab it at you, and you like, sort of suck in your gut, and it goes into the snow, and he takes his hand and puts it around your throat, and you feel, death's grip, the ice and cold of his, hand sucking life away from your neck. And he will say something like, "You feasted on my flesh, you filthy gnome!" And he's gonna end his turn.
What did I do?
Did I do that? All right, Big Smile, you're up.
Am I surprised? This is we burned through a turn. Right?
Illican, you're up. Yes, Illican, you're up. That would be Eric.
Oops, sorry, muse muted.
It's okay.
Just do. I think Illican's just gonna run up.
Huh?
defend his friend with a primal strike.
Okay.
Primal savagery. Sorry.
Yep. No problem. That is a miss. Oh, he's flanking. He's flanking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Still a miss. So it's not actually a miss, right? It's just this dude's a skeleton, and you like acid because it does acid damage, so it like acids the back of his cloak or whatever that's already tattered and stuff. And when Illican runs up, it's big Goliath, right? He slashes out at this dead guy, and as his claws like acid away some of the cloak, whatever, this fucking guy throws a elbow back towards Illican and sort of knocks him in the corner of the eye. Not doing like any damage to him, but he's remaining focused on Gabar, just like shouting at him. Gabar, you're up again.
I'm gonna do another misty step away from this guy, put myself on top of this big rock thing, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then back up. I'm just gonna like clamber up the rock right there. Turn around and say, go back to fucking hell. And I'm gonna cast a little test strike right at him.
Okay.
26 for 6 points of damage.
All right, and it's gonna tell you if he's like immune to shit or whatever.
Yeah, so fire, cold, acid, bludgeoning,
Yeah, gotcha.
piercing, slashing.
Yes. Okay. So he is immune to cold, so he only takes 5 of those damage.
Yes, correct.
All right. He takes 5 of those damage as these little things pelt him into the side. And again, you teleport, and his attention is immediately drawn towards you. Get back here, you tricksy gnome!
Fuck no!
All right, and is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
No, other than just like keep trying to stay away. I mean, I guess I could move another 5 feet, but I don't want to move too far off the map. But I'll back up to like the very edge of that rock that I'm standing on and kind of just look at him and be like, why are you fucking back then if you're back?
I will forever haunt your steps, Gabar! And it's his turn. And when it's his turn, you see those little test strikes that you did, it sort of blasted away some of the flesh on him, right? But then that little bit of flesh sort of like, I guess, grows back where he like straightens it, snaps his arm back into place. It seems that he healed back up those hit points.
Yeah.
Just easy peasy lemon squeezy. And he's gonna look at you again. And you need to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
22.
That succeeds. He is going to run after you. So Aelican gets an attack of opportunity. It has to be a melee attack, not a also I think he would be in his hybrid form already. He's been doing hybrid form a lot lately.
Okay.
So if you have a claw strike on his character sheet, that's probably what he would do.
Don't see one immediately.
25, 30.
No.
Would you have moved further than that?
Probably. I was trying to move out that he couldn't reach me within melee range. So I think, could I have moved 5 more feet back?
Yes. Well,
see him lunge towards me and just like stumble backwards and fall off the rock.
Yes, that's fine. Here's what I want you to do. You Missy stepped, right?
Yes.
Then you would have your full movement after that. How far away do you want to be from this guy in total distance?
I mean, realistically, I probably would move away as far as I could. So I was right there. I Misty stepped to there. That's 15. I'll be 15 more feet off the edge of the map. I do not want to be anywhere near this guy.
He will burn an action and fucking run after you and close the distance. So now he's on top of you again. But you are now, we're going to move you guys here, and you're now however far away. What did we say? What's the edge of the map?
Off the map.
15 feet off the map. Okay, so it's 35 plus 15.
I want to move everybody else 15 feet.
Yeah, just move them up 15 feet
west.
that way.
Okay, I can do that. Like that.
His wild shape is a polar bear, right?
He can wild shape into fucking anything.
Well,
But go ahead.
I'm asking because the different types of bears have different claw attacks.
No, but it's not. It shouldn't be a bear.
That's
Just
his
make
hybrid
a.
form.
Yeah, just make a. Does he have a sickle on his character sheet?
Yeah, he has a sickle.
Do that. Okay, he takes the damage.
All right.
Just say it's at that 8. Okay. And he runs after Gabar, and like maybe he trips a little bit and like grabs Gabar's foot, and then Gabar trips. You know, like cinematically, he's like this little shifty little fucker. He's trying to like catch him. Okay. He'll be like, "You'll pay for what you have done to me." This guy seems to be pretty hellbent. Big smile. You're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on my horse here and just hoof it after him, kind of vault this rock and
Sure.
get into my favorite position ever.
Mm-hmm.
And let's take a couple wallops at advantage, but I'll also be trying to stunning strike and slow this person if we can get a hit here. So the first one, 11.
That misses.
That misses. Dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay. So that'll be 8 bludgeoning, and if you can make a con save for
What
the
is it
stun.
like? What is it like when you do your stunning strike?
He just gets him right in the kind of like the soft part of the flank, right in some spot between rib and kidney that just has this reverberating effect through the body where they
So-
are rendered.
When you go to hit this vital organ, it is not there. He is
Oh,
immune to stun.
Interesting.
One of
Okay.
the only creatures I've ever seen immune to stun.
Okay. I mean, like, kind of thematically, that would totally make sense.
Yeah, but he has no organs inside of him.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll burn a key point to figure that out and then use the rest of my attacks to just, this isn't working. Pop, 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 pop.
Right.
Just start throwing.
Yeah.
So second,
hits.
that's the first bonus action, and I'll burn
Yeah.
a flurry of blows here to do
Or
one
another
more.
one. Yeah.
So that takes me down to 5 key points in the last one. Oh,
Misses.
man. Does the 16
so
hit,
that
sorry?
it does. It does.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll
So
damage for that. 8.
Another 8, 16 damage total.
So I will say, as you like run up, punch this guy, you notice like, because you can feel it, right? Like that fucking, what is it like? The Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock, where he could sort of just like see in his mind how the fight is gonna go, kind of thing. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna hit him right in the kidney. So you run up and like go to hit him in the kidney, and there is no kidney. In fact, as you punch into him, there is no organs inside of his body.
Yeah. Think just like the feedback, like when you hit someone flush, you can feel it, and there's just none of that response. It's just cold and bony and awkward.
Yep.
No discombobulate.
And he sort of ignores you almost. Like he sort of acknowledges your existence, and as Gabar like takes that opportunity to try to scatter, walk away a little further, he gets back on top of him. So that is your turn.
So I'd say something like, "Oh, this friend from your past here, kid." That'll be my turn.
Okay. Quintus, you're up.
I'm going to toss an inspiration to Sapphira and say, pin that guy down if you can. Clearly he's going for someone in particular. And he's not fucking around after the werewolf incident, so he's just casting mirror image on himself.
Go.
That's my turn.
All right. Next in order is Valin. Oh, did I roll for the giant? Yeah, I did. Guess she is just gonna try to I guess magic missile. What's the range on that? Oh yeah, well within her range. All right, 10, 11, 12. All right, she does 12 force damage to him. He seems to get hit by these attacks, right? And, you know, I think since Big Smile and Gabar, you guys, well, Gabar, you've seen this guy before while he was dead, but Big Smile, you like notice that as he like gets pelted in the back, it like blows open a hole in the backside of his coat, right? And you can tell that like a lot of the musculature in his back, so his internal organs, he's just bone and little bits of flesh, and that's it. All right, that's Valin's turn, as she's like pretty fascinated by this undead creature. Even though she's like, fuck, I gotta help Gamar. All right, V, you're up.
All right, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast.
Can you see the map? Are you here? Are you like playing?
Yeah, I'm on. I'm just eating my dinner.
Gotcha. All right, what's up?
I'm gonna cast. I gotta see how far it is. Ooh, I gotta get pretty close. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'll run up here. I'll cast haste on Gabar.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
And I'll just say,
Run!
run. I hope you know what you're doing. And I'll step back 20, 30, back out.
All right, that's your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Sapphira, you're up.
Everybody is so far away right now. I say like he's so far away right now. I'm going to use my action to dash.
Hmm.
So that Mr. Gabar is right in my sight. I'm right next to him. I'm guarding him, and I'm casting Shield of Faith on him as a bonus action.
All right.
Since
It's the stone in the ground kind of grows up Gabar's feet. It covers his flesh, sort of similar to Sapphira's flesh. All right, that's your turn, Sapphira.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how that's my flesh too. That's my turn. Yep.
Erdem! Erdem! Sonar will float 20 feet.
This is like literally Sonar's worst nightmare.
Worst
possible.
nightmare.
Oh no!
Just him slowly gliding across the field.
Erdem!
You must
Okay.
protect it.
He's not fucking around, so he's gonna bust out the moonbeam. That's good.
Oh, like his big move is close range, right?
Yeah. With the staff. Yeah. And his little he has like a paralyzing ability with fucking things that immune to it. All right. So he will hold up his, staff high in the air and say, Sahani Mundo guides us through darkness and casts away the shadows. Something like that. And he will cast a moonbeam that radiates down from the heavens. And that's Sonar's turn. Next in the order is the Shield Guardian. Shield Guardian's just going to sort of 20, 25, 30. See? How much movement does this guy have? I guess it will use its action to also... No. Here's what's going to happen. I got even cooler thing. So the Shield Guardian was standing behind Valin, right? And we'll get this sort of anime shot, like a stand from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, right? She'll like sort of point her finger forward towards the quartermaster, and the Shield Guardian will sort of run forward, and then Valen will say, now, right? And there's this little teeny tiny panel inside of the Shield Guardian's chest. And it seems that Valen has been working with her Shield Guardian. And as this panel pops open, and as it does, the spell Magic Missile comes out of it. And is going to these little beams that look exactly like the way that Valen casts it. Like, so when Valen uses her little wand or whatever, these little green bolts of energy, that's exactly what looks like coming out of the Shield Guardian. As he's also just going to cast a fucking... Why not? 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, you're whittling him down. The Shield Guardian looks over towards Valen for approval. Valen nods her head. Next in the order, Illican.
All right. Just to clear a few things up, Illican is in a full polar bear wild shape.
No, he is in his hybrid form.
Hybrid. Okay. Shoot, he doesn't have. All right, I can't make it there. I'm gonna have to Moonbeam.
Oh yeah, double Moonbeam, baby. All right, you double Moonbeam. Very cool.
He's gonna make it there.
And he also runs up as he like sticks his hand in the air and summons down the Moonbeam. Cool. That's your turn.
Yep.
All right, Gabar, you're up again.
All right. I'm gonna take a lesson from Quintus's book as I bust open this. You all watch me read smut for a second as I bust open this other spell book that I have, and I'm too going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay.
That's a second level, and then I'm going to run away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
He gets an attack of opportunity on you.
That's fine.
Hasted action disengage.
And you got +2 to your AC.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. I forgot about the
Plus
hasted
two,
action.
plus two.
Plus 2, so I have 17
4.
AC right now, but
Yeah.
I will hasted action. I was going to hasted action dash, but I will hasted action disengage because my movement is still doubled, so I still get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Jesus Christ. You
I'm just running. I'm just
away.
fucking everywhere. I'm just fuck this guy. Just get me away. Get me away. That's my turn.
So here's what happens. As you're like hasted now, so time sort of slows down. But you do hear him sort of say in slow motion, because I like I said, I imagine him, he's grabbing onto you and stuff. You're like narrowly sort of getting away from him. You know what I mean? And he'll like grab onto you or something like that. But right before you like disengage, he's like, "You feasted on my flesh, you filthy fucking gnome! I will never rest until you pay for what you have done to me." And then you like, "Get out of here!" And you fucking
Three Gabars run away.
yeah, 3 Gabars run away. Okay, it's now his turn.
Sorry, 4 Gabars run away.
Yeah. All right, so what is he needs to make a con save? Yeah, for a double Moonbeam. That's 2 con saves. 1, 2. The first one's Sonars, which succeeds. The second one is a 9, which fails. So can you, Elican, Eric, can you roll 2 damages for Moonbeam, please?
Absolutely.
Like 2 separate 2d10s?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that didn't work.
It should be on the core page, I think, is the macro. Like
Oh,
bonus
like
hit points
under
and stuff.
attacks and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that one more time. The first one's 6.
Nice.
Yeah. And the
20.
second one's 14. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. He gets hurt real bad, but then gains some of that back. Because that's not fire damage, right? No. or radiant. Yeah, so he actually doesn't. He doesn't heal back like he just did a second ago. And he like screams out in anger, and he's definitely going to move to this square and to get out of the moonbeam. I think he's even going to move to this square. So, or this square. So he was here, right? So it's 5, 10 feet. So Sapphira, you will get an attack of opportunity.
Yep. Where's my cursor? There you are. All right. Attack of opportunity is a go. 15?
That just hits.
Nice.
So it's a glancing blow.
Screw it. I'm gonna do a first level divine smite.
Are you sure? Because it's a glancing blow, so all the damage that you do.
Nah, I won't then. Yeah.
I mean, you will get that extra whatever for the.
Yeah, but if it's gonna be
undead,
half, not the whole thing,
yeah,
then
but it's gonna be halved.
I didn't really think about that. He is undead, so
Yeah, it's up to you. I'm just
I'll
saying
do
it's
it.
gonna
I'll
be
do it.
reduced.
It's gonna be a first level smite, so it's just gonna be 3d8, and then that's gonna be halved 8.
Yeah, 8. Okay.
So
Ouchie, mouchie.
plus
You slash into
11.
him real good. You slash into him real good as he turns his back to you. And he sort of screams out in pain, and he'll jump up onto this rock, and he'll point over Ekavar. I think you're in range, right? Yep, you sure are. All right, so he's going to look over at Gabar again, holding his hand out, and sort of close it into a fist. And Gabar, you need to make a whatever wisdom saving throw. That's a
I think
failure?
I failed that one.
Yeah. Okay. So you are paralyzed.
Oh fuck! What?
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're paralyzed until the end of my next turn. And then after my next turn, you are frightened for a minute.
I mean, that part's already handled.
You have been running away this entire time. So yeah, all right. So you fail, yeah. So you're paralyzed. Then I think he's gonna use that to his advantage. He's just gonna try to like push motherfuckers out of the way. So he's gonna like take a scimitar as he runs by and slash out a big smile. You're only gonna take that first damage. 21.
Hey, your beef's with the gnome, not him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and cutting words.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
Does a 16 hit?
Armor class
No.
is 17.
Oh wait, him.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So that misses.
Thank you.
And then he's going to. That was 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He moves with a speed that's pretty freaking fast. Damn. I guess he would have hit on his way. I thought he was going to hit somebody else, but I guess on his way he would also do the life drain to Big Smile. And Big Smile, you would get an attack of opportunity as well.
Yep. I'll
Hold up. Let me hit the.
Oh, sorry.
That hits, but let me hit you with this life drain real quick. 26 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck.
22 necrotic,
Ouch.
and you need to make that con save.
He rolls a 14 on the con save.
Okay.
So I'm
All
assuming
right.
you have at least plus a +1.
Yeah, it succeeds. But you still take 22 necrotic damage.
Yep. There's the 10 hit points and the HP down.
All right, and then go ahead and roll damage for your unarmed strike as he ran out of your range.
Yeah, what's the life drain like? Is it like I punch him and upon touching him, like my fist explodes back as I
No, it's more like you touch him and then your hand starts to age and wrinkle and you feel this arthritis build up in your knuckles.
Yeah. But I'll like recoil it quickly as my
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
is like fucking
Old and
steaming.
wrinkled. Yeah.
But I'll get 7 points of bludgeoning on the way.
Yep, you do. All right. All right. That is the quartermaster's turn. Oh, now it's Big Smile's turn.
I will try something a little different. I'm gonna get up close and personal again. But this time, instead of punching him, I'm gonna punch just in front of him and clench my fist. And as I do it, he clenches so fast and so hard the air like vortexes in as I
It
will
explodes
do
outwards.
clench of the north winds and cast hold person on him.
What?
Two key
What the
points.
fuck? Okay, what kind of save is that?
He's not a
wisdom
person.
save.
Oh, he's not a person. Damn,
He's an undead.
He is an undead.
that's good to
Well,
know.
he's person shaped.
I will.
he is person shaped.
Yeah, so are giants.
I think it's really cool. Let's not get used to it, right? I like what you just did, so we'll keep it for now. But just remember for the future that if a person is like a living guy, like
Okay.
a kobold doesn't even count as a human.
No, I think
I
they're
mean-
humanoids.
They are, but
Yeah,
goblins aren't.
Yeah, yes, they are.
No, they're
Like-
goblinoids.
That's a type of humanoid.
What are the rules on fucking told person?
It works on
This is-
humanoid creatures.
Yeah.
But a goblin is not a humanoid, is it?
Yeah, it's a humanoid parentheses goblinoid.
Goblinoid.
Like a spectator is a aberration parentheses beholderkin.
I gotcha. Yep, you're totally right. Okay. Yeah, I
okay.
just looked it up. So yeah, you're totally right. But yeah, because this guy's undead, it doesn't count. But I will allow it for now.
I
because
mean, this would be a good Big Small's not a magic user and has never used
this is cool.
before, so
it's
if
it's cool, so I like it, and we're gonna
Okay.
go with it for now.
Really cool, sure.
Yeah, it's cool, and you described it really awesome, so we're gonna roll with it.
So wisdom
wisdom save.
save then, yeah. Not wanting to make the same mistake twice and punch for organs that aren't there.
He gets a 12. Does that be your
Oh,
DC?
15.
Oh
is my
fuck.
Spell save DC.
Okay, so how does this hold him in place? Like, what does this look like?
So I mean, mostly invisible, but as Big Small punches and clasps the air together in his hand, all the wind and air around him sucks in. Yeah, and he's just suspended in place.
Yeah, it's like a contained, where there's no oxygen, whatever they call that.
Yeah,
Vacuum.
Vacuum. Yeah, it's like a fucking contained vacuum around him. Yeah, it's sick.
Big Smile will be there, holding the fist as it trembles a little bit.
Awesome. Okay, very cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that I don't know if you marked for concentration, but him holding
yeah.
the fist is him concentrating on this.
Yeah, what the fuck? This guy doesn't even concentrate on stuff. So next in the order is Quintus.
All right,
As
that's
you
certainly
see this guy
helps things.
freeze up. Yeah.
I'll turn to say something to Gabar about this, but just see him frozen in terror and unresponsive and cast a healing word. Not the time to freeze up, Gabar. He's coming for you.
Or does not respond. That helps.
Oh, nice.
It's like in a Bethesda
Higher level
game.
cast? Fuck
Yeah,
Where the
third
game,
level.
the game's about to crash and the two important NPCs are frozen.
And then I will pray to Chimora that I get good luck as I reach into a furry bag.
What do you pull out?
Boar. Okay. Is that
Okay.
medium?
I think so. We're about and just throw it on the sheet.
Perfect.
Yeah, boar is medium.
So it's hopefully it's a size larger than Gabar, and that means it can pick him up and run away with him.
Gabar's tiny, right? Yeah, definitely.
Or small,
Or
yeah.
small, yeah.
Small, not tiny. Tiny's like a bat. Yes, you are small. So where you throw it here, I guess?
Yeah, I'd throw it right at Gabar's feet
Okay, there you go, Gabar.
and just get him out of here.
The boar sort of nuzzles its face underneath the Gabar's legs and like a statue, because he's paralyzed. I guess Gabar just sort of kind of floats on top of this thing. It's going to be a whole thing. Does it get its own initiative?
It acts on my turn.
It's.
Oh damn! Hold on. I I can't command it. I need a bonus action to do that, and I used a healing word. So
All right, so you summon it there, and it
Yeah.
sort of tries to dig underneath the Gabar. We'll worry about that later. Okay, in that case, it will be Valin's turn. Valin is very familiar with the hold person spell. Because she has it. So if you if you hurt them, that it ends, right?
no,
No, it doesn't.
yeah, you have advantage on attack rolls and stuff, and melee attacks are crits. Or any attack within
Damn.
5 feet. Doesn't have to be a melee weapon attack.
Fucking hell. All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She can't make it there anyways. She'll stay behind the shield guard. In that case. Hmm. She'll just do fucking magic missile again. Fuck it. She doesn't have a lot of good options here. 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. We're slowly whittling him down. Valen will also shout at Gabar like, Gabar, now is not the time.
Still not responding.
Yep. V, you're up. Are you muted, bud?
I think he dropped out of the call. I don't see him.
Oh, yeah, it just froze.
Oh,
Nathan?
he's back.
Now he's back.
No.
Are you
Oh,
muted,
there we go.
bud?
Is headphones
disconnected.
dead or
Hello?
something? Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Hello? Yeah, hey, what's up?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay,
Yeah.
my bad. I got new headphones, so I'm trying to figure them out still.
That's okay. They sound pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah, so I'm going to cast a good old. Let's do a hex.
Mhm.
Nope, can't do that. I want it Gabar to be hasted.
Okay.
Yep, I'm just gonna do Scorching Ray,
Okay.
second level.
Mm-hmm. Do you have it? They don't have advantage, right? Oh, they do.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, because he's
Oh, I
paralyzed.
do?
He's paralyzed.
Oh,
I'll post
sweet.
the condition.
Oh yeah.
You have it.
All right,
Hold
so
up.
that's yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, technically, if you get within 5 feet of him, you won't have advantage, but they'll all be crits if they hit.
All right. Well, the first one definitely hits. I'll take the 9.
Yeah, first one hits. I'll just go for the advantage.
Yeah. Hold up. Me. I know.
That's a 18 for another 10.
10. All right.
And 24 for another 7.
All right. He's still up, but good God, have mercy, Jesus. He is blown to shit.
I blasted the hell out of him.
Yeah, you did. Everybody's been beating him up.
And after that, I'm going to move away from Gabar.
Get away from that guy.
Yeah, let's move up here. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Sapphira, you're up.
I am going to move.
Boy, Sapphira cannot catch a break.
They're always so far away. I'm gonna be. I think I can actually get to them.
Yep, you can.
So I will get right up to them, and I will attack twice.
Yep, you have advantage on the first one.
Advantage on the first one.
Yep, it's
This is
automatically a
26.
crit. He's dead. How do you want to do this?
Oh, okay. I will go for the back. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the back, kind of like right below the navel, as I just
Chop him in half.
chop him in half.
Perfect. when you chop him in half, right? I'm gonna say that because of circumstances or whatever, that you have to step back or something. Big smile, right? And the spell ends for just like a second or whatever because he's dead. And he will sort of, and that means you're stunned or whatever drops, right, Kabar?
Perfect.
So you're like, you come back to for a second as you like see him get killed. And he sort of in his gasping, dying breath, he'll say something like, I will return for you, Gabar. I will have my revenge for you eating me, you cannibal. And then he dies. And that's the end of the turn order.
Can I insight the corpse?
No.
I believe him. He seemed pretty convincing.
All right, well, we're out of turn order.
Lose another bet at the bar, Kabar.
Yeah, I guess
me, huh?
six heads turned toward Kabar.
Yep.
We all have skeletons in our closet, but you, literally.
That was a literal skeleton in your closet.
Right, I didn't know he'd come back. To be fair.
Who was that?
Hey, hold up. Before we continue, I do want to say
Yes.
when he dies, you pick up that sort of you know how you're a medium?
Yeah, psionic.
You pick up that his spirit is going to leave, right? But then it travels somewhere else on this plane.
Oh.
Like it's not leaving this mortal coil to go beyond the veil. It's staying here.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Cool. All right, continue. You
I'm
guys.
dropping haste on Gabar, and he's gonna be
lethargic
a little
for a
bit fucked
second.
up for a second.
That's fine.
I do it in the middle of him talking.
I didn't know you could. 6 seconds. All right. Fuck. All right. Yeah, fuck. That guy was a fucking arsehole in life, and he's still a fucking prick. Anyways, that was fun.
Did he say something about?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of gathered what went down between you two. Can't really say I blame anyone here.
Is that a life at sea type of thing, Gabar?
Gonna assume you did what you had to do.
Thank you, Quintus, for understanding that Marleman, if I didn't fucking kill him, he would have done the same to me first, alright? It's just. We was fucking
Killed him?
shipwrecked. We fucking didn't have anywhere to go. People were hungry. They started killing each other off. And when someone died, they kind of became dinner.
Funny how our past has a way of coming back to haunt us, eh?
Hold up,
Oh,
guys.
that's-
Hold up.
that's
Hold up.
very-
Before we continue, let the gravity of this situation sink in. Gabar just admitted that he has eaten human flesh. I want everyone to because I know we're like, oh, no big deal. This is fucking, if you met a person in real life that said, oh yeah, I've eaten human before, you would not just hand
We've
wave
eaten
it.
human.
To be
We've-
fair,
we've
we
eaten
have
human
watched
flesh
him do it before.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let the gravity of that sink in a little bit.
The fire actually does say oh, that's
This was on
really
purpose,
fucked
though.
up.
Yeah, I fucking know it is. Little fucked up Sapphira. I couldn't eat fucking meat for a year after Big Smile plucked me out of the fucking snow.
just not really even blaming you. I guess I kind of am, but just the thought that somebody
Blaming
can just
me?
eat somebody out of desperation like that. That's just. The situation is just awful. I'm just saying right now. I empathize just a little bit, Okay, not really. I think that's kind of weird.
I wasn't the first to start
Try-
eating others, the other crew members. All right, it just fucking happened naturally. We was shipwrecked in the Sea of Moving Ice. We had nowhere to fucking go. All right, so we went out into the fucking tundra. We was fucking out here for 10 days. No food, nowhere to go, nowhere, knowing where next meal would be. It's not like we wanted to eat each other, but
A question though. How did he end up here?
I don't know. I don't. I didn't think I'd ever see Marlin again.
Where was the last time you saw him?
Right here, I suppose. Suppose I must have passed over this part on my way to the lonely Wood.
I guess I meant before that.
Before, we sailed together on the Duchess. He was the quartermaster of the ship that I used to sail on. When we came to the Sea of Moving Ice, we was running, trying to lose some bounty hunters, and we kind of figured we could maybe lose them in the Sea of Moving Ice, and then head out west to the Moon Sea to escape the bounty hunters. But, well, to be fair, it was fucking Marlin that was, behind the helm when he crashed the ship aboard a glacier and grounded the ship. Captain,
Where did you crash?
This whole ship ran aground.
And that was north of you?
Almost directly west, actually, not too far off from where the bell we're headed is. I've told you I came aboard the Duchess to Icewind, but I kind of just left it at there because I didn't really want this to come out.
So
I want to add in a couple of things. One, I forgot to put Tariq on the initiative or in the thing. He's here.
Oh yeah.
Great. One more person to judge
He
me.
was just watching.
Another thing that I want to
He doesn't know
add
what's going on.
is Valen has listened to your story, but is investigating this corpse pretty intently. And there's one more thing that I wanted to say, but I forgot what it was. Tariq, Valen. That was it. No, Sonar. So Sonar is listening to this and hasn't come to comfort you, Gabar. He's in the background, just sort of watching. That was it.
Can I'm gonna leave this conversation and make sure Vlen isn't doing anything sketchy,
Yeah,
but I also want to somewhat look at this thing.
okay. I
That's
can
what
get
I'm
back to you. I can get back to you in a second. What is Big Smile was about to say something. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Just like an off comment, like that's pretty gnarly, kid, even for you. But I guess if that's your last option at sea, that's your last option. Trying to like rationalize it in his head, though, definitely like pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't. Once we got out here, it's not like there was an abundance of food. We were fucking pirates, not trackers and hunters. We couldn't catch anything. We was fucking starving. And when you put a bunch of fucking freezing pirates who have no fucking leader in a situation like that, people got fucking angry and swords were fucking drawn and people were cut down. And when it kind of dawned on us that when someone died, there was food on the table, we fucking just did what we had to do. I didn't fucking start it. I didn't just start fucking eating folk out of the desire to to do it. I just kind of followed along. In fact, I just fucking got the scraps. They all fucking the bigger people. They would all cut each other down and start eating right away. I just kind of waited until everyone else was done. I'd kind of hide off to the side, and eventually it was just me, Marlon, and one other, and they were so focused on each other, not thinking that they were so worried the other one was going to start cutting the other down that I just knew that if I didn't kill them first, that whoever won the battle between the two of them would fucking probably eat me.
It's yours the bear, kid, but you got out of there alive, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, I mean, you don't exactly seem like the Siddhartha type of cannibal, and I feel like we would have heard of serial killings in Bryn Shander if you had developed a taste for it.
I fucking hated it, actually. It's fucking disgusting. I really tried it back with Hag out of morbid curiosity to see if it tasted better cooked, and it really fucking doesn't.
We got more of these dead skeletal guys that are gonna
There was
come get you.
there was maybe a dozen crew members aboard the Duchess that survived. That fled into the tundra after the Duchess was grounded, but I don't think any particular one would be coming after me. I only killed Marland and one other. If anything more of these did come back, they'd probably be more angry at Marland than I. I mean, he was the quartermaster. He was the biggest crew member, the toughest, the fighter.
So if he
He's
was
the
in
fucker that ate
charge-
my fucking owl.
So if he's in charge in life, do you think he could be in charge in death of a squad of undead pirates?
You really have a
That's
way
a-
of making a situation from bad to worse, Quintus.
Well, why would he attack
It's
on
a
his own
gift.
then?
Why would he attack what, Sapphira?
Why would he attack on his own?
Maybe he doesn't
Point.
know where the others are, or I didn't get to eat the rest of him because he was dragged off by wolves because they smelt the blood. I don't know if others did as well, and you can't find them. But if there are more, then let's hope he doesn't find them.
Can I take a good look at this body?
Yeah, so we can get to the body real quick. So Valen has been checking it out. V, what are you trying to ascertain? And the same for Sapphira. What are you two trying to ascertain? Of course.
I just kind of want to know, like, what's on this person and what's not. And that can mean anything from, like, actual possessions to, like, flesh.
Okay. And then V, what are you said you were checking out the body too, right?
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
I'm making sure that the spirit really did leave its body instead of just like trying to hide off like it did in the
In the
when
room
we were
that
in
one
the
time?
tower. Yeah.
Yeah.
How it just like left and then came back. Like I'm trying to make sure that's not off hiding somewhere.
You have the
and then
feeling
also,
that
yeah.
it traveled extraordinarily fast, way far away from here.
Right. And I also just want to keep an eye on
Valen.
yeah,
everything.
Yeah,
Everything seems
I
up
want to
to
see what she's
par.
doing.
Yeah, she's mostly just like checking the body for some sort of animating runes or something that's like, why is this thing an undead? Undead just don't just crop up out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like there's always
Yeah.
a reason. And she's a necromancer, so this is fascinating to her.
If she finds anything, I want to make sure I
Know
am
about it.
there.
Yes. So, Sapphira, I will say that basically the only thing this guy has on him is like a scimitar, and that's it. maybe an empty bottle of booze, an empty bottle of rum. And then, like I said, parts of his flesh are sort of still attached to him. There's part of like his flesh on his face and stuff like that. But like most of him is just gone. There's like not much left inside of him. As if people and then a hungry pack of wolves ate all the good stuff. Valin will sort of finish her. Let's see if I'll roll for Valin, see if she actually knows. Yes, she does. So she will sort of look it up or down, and she's sort of talking to herself, but she notices that V's sort of watching her or whatever. So she'll like be talking to herself, but also to V. You know what I mean? And she'll say, "Fascinating. It doesn't seem any outside force has animated this corpse. Whatever did this, or however it was done, it was from within." She'll sort of stand up with her staff and she'll like look over towards V. And this is while Gabar's still having his conversation, right? And Valin will say to V, like, "I have heard of undead like this before. They're similar to like a spirit that refuses to leave, like a ghost. Some sort of unfinished business, but it inhabits the corpse or a corpse. I believe they're called revenants."
I'm not sure I'm familiar with that term, but I do believe we've met a spirit with unfinished business before.
But I,
Can't say it was like this though.
from what I understand of revenants, they will only cross the veil once they have gotten their revenge. Just sheer anger and force of will for their revenge is what keeps the spirit on the mortal plane. It won't leave until it has its vengeance.
So is this body in danger of being repossessed, or
She like kicks the leg portion because it's now cut completely in half, and she says, "It's not going to get very far."
true? I do think it's still on this plane though. I felt something when it was killed or re-killed.
Fascinating. You felt the presence of its spirit.
And it did not return to where it belonged.
She like sort of shakes her head. "We'll be back." Sooner or later. And then that's at that point, I guess, where the party sort of is at the point of the conversation where they were a second ago.
I'll look to Gabar. Well, it's not the worst thing that's been after us. I wouldn't feel
Pretty.
bad if I was you.
I don't think it's the. I didn't think I'd see him again, and I'm not. I'm terrified of it, but I'm more disgusted that I even had to see him again, and that now something that was supposed to stay buried is not.
I think we've come to the conclusion that it may have some vendetta against you and possibly will return, but
Valen will
seeing
say,
the condition its body is in, don't think that's any danger.
Valen will say, it will be back. In one way or another. It has your number. That's what she'll say.
And how do we force this thing to not want to kill me?
Valen sort of shakes her head no.
Can we just, yeah,
No, if
if we do
you-
find him again, like maybe put some fucking rocks to his feet and just toss him in the fucking sea? It's more than he fucking deserves.
Which part?
It's more of the soul that remains, she'll say.
This is entirely up to you, Gabar, but if you would like to try and make amends or something, like I could try and force his spirit back.
Marlin wasn't exactly the forgiving type in life. I doubt he'd be any better in death. The captain of the Duchess was a bastard of a man, and Marlin was only second to him in terms of cruelty.
Can't bury the past, Kabar. Just gotta find out a way to live with it.
I don't think there's any living with something that wants me dying that can't be killed and will come after me time and time again until I'm dead.
You know, the good news is that's probably only our second or third biggest problem at the moment.
I kind of just pushed that one up on my priority list. Not gonna lie.
Well, whenever this thing does come back,
Where you said where did he go? You said you felt him stay?
Well, Lynn called it something like a revenant, a spirit that doesn't leave until it's fulfilled its task.
So there's no knowing when we'll be seeing Marlin again. Just any moment pop out of the fucking snow and slit me throat.
It seemed pretty dead set on killing you.
I can understand why.
I mean, how long have you been in the tundra? And it's just now showing itself.
I didn't know where exactly we had killed each other. We must have passed through here when we had made our way towards the Lonely Wood.
It's been years at least, though, correct?
Two going on 3 at least, I'd imagine.
And how long have you lived in Brimshander?
2 years with Big Smile since Big Smile found me. Plus time that we've been together.
How did you two meet?
Big Smile?
Yeah.
He found me. I after I was in the tundra for so long, I had no idea where I was going, and eventually I saw what I had hoped was a town or some sort of civilization on the horizon to the west, and I got there and it just turned out to be the Lonely Wood. And I wandered in there, tried to find any sense of civilization or food or anything, and nothing came. And eventually I just kind of laid down and accepted my fate. And then I woke up to the smell of pine needles and in a cabin in Brinchander. The big old Smile looking down on me.
bare naked, broken, and bloody.
That wasn't my blood.
Damn.
Damn.
Well, what time of day is this? This is
You have just left the camp
right.
like an hour ago.
So yeah. Can you keep going, Gabar? You need a few minutes here.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just a little shooken up at the moment. Didn't really think I'd have to confront that part of me past. I thought that Brigand Earth and bounty hunters and Zentirum would be the worst thing that followed me here. Didn't exactly expect to see Marland ever again. I'm good.
Yeah, you might need this more than I do now. And I'll toss you Celtix's common cure from when we bought it, like fucking 40 episodes ago or something.
That's
You
the
guys, you guys
the fun
really
potion?
hope that this potion does good stuff.
We hope.
I thought it was like half healing, half like heroism. Or
That's
something.
definitely what he said it was.
It's just gonna be one of those things we hold on to the whole game.
Please do.
We'll use it once we're done killing the final boss.
Yeah. Or you'll dump it down his throat and pray that.
Yeah.
There you go. That
take it
worked
out of
out.
my
Yeah,
inventory, Gabar, if you want it.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Sonar still remains fairly reserved. You guys wish to carry on?
Think we got it. We've got a long day of travel ahead of us still.
Yep.
Do you? I think so, right? Because we were gonna go 8 in one day, 8 in the next day, right? Something like that. So let's just say you guys get like here
Yeah, I remember it was gonna take 2 days to get
2
to
days. Yeah.
Bell.
Yep. All right, we got it. All right. So you guys travel a little further, and the day ends without any encounter. That was your encounter for the day. The aurora sort of goes overhead. We will stop marching. Tariq will sort of signal a spot for you guys to go walk in, camp in, and then Valin will sort of stick her staff to the ground. The dome will surround it. And Tariq is ever so fascinated by the dome. Don't think he's rested in the dome with you guys yet. I think he slept in the camp up until this point. So he is utterly fascinated by the dome. Looking out the window, he's never seen like green grass like this. You know what I mean? Like a little cobblestone road with a bridge, and he's never seen anything like that. And that's outside of Valin's little window that she has because it's her home, right, of Longsaddle. So like he's just like looking out the window, very interested. I don't think he's seen many books in his life, so he's perusing books and stuff like that. But we can take a long rest if you guys want.
I don't think anyone's feeling like particularly chatty after that.
Well,
encounter.
actually, I will say as things are winding down, Valin has like a little fireplace in her dome or whatever, and she will. I'm sorry, and Tariq will sort of sit down by the fire, and he, after the sort of novelty of the dome sort of worn off, you can see that he's acting a little somber. And at one point he will sort of try to get V's attention, and start signing at V. But
Well, this is the first time you've wanted me to talk to you.
I wish to speak to you about all of you, about my clan.
The werewolf people.
Sort of somberly shakes his head.
If you feel embarrassed or anything of the sort,
He'll make it known
going
to you
tell
that
it's not a big deal.
he makes it clear that it feels relevant. He might not have been able to understand your language, but he sort of understood that last encounter that you guys had. You know, like everybody talking about it, Gabar, the way Gabar acted. He sort of understands a little. But he has something to say about it. And he basically like requests that you translate for him.
Yeah, I was just about asking that. To Gabar or to the group? I'll ask
The
him.
group. To everyone.
All right. Guys, Tariq wants to say something, or poor choice of words, but yeah.
Right.
Tariq will
Stand with your
explain.
attention.
Tariq will explain to you. My father is Dalim Ashar Bakim, or as he is known to the other tribes, the Cursed Dalim. Before the endless night, the Sadafa tribe were the most fierce of all four of the tribes. We had the mightiest warriors, the most keen hunters, and we were both feared and respected among the other tribes. In those times, we were led by Dalim Zarak Rakul. The Dalim Zarak was a good Dalim and led us boldly. Ever since I was a boy, my father was the chief of war to Dalim Zarak Rakul. One day, many years ago, before the endless winter, my father left the camp on a hunting trip and did not return for several days. Once he did return, he returned alone and was a different man than he was before he left. He began spreading word and tales of what he found on this hunting trip in the tundra. He claimed that he had found a hidden shrine in an icy crag to a god of immense power. He said that the god visited him in this shrine and taught him his secret tenets. The god that he had found, my father called it the Beast Lord. It showed him an ancient ritual of bestowing great strength and ferocity. During that time, my father and the other hunters performed this ritual, and the curse was set. But, as my father claimed, the others could not contain their newfound strength and died. And you can sense, V, with your mental connection, that Tariq is stating facts, but he doesn't necessarily believe his dad's side of that story. But there's definitely
So
came
it was
back.
said.
Yeah, so it was said that they couldn't handle it and they died, but who really knows what happened? But my father survived, and he made his way back to the camp completely changed. My father was drawn to the primal and savage aspects of this beast lord's teaching, and he became consumed by the desire for power. He allowed himself to become cursed and to transform into those horrifying beasts that you've seen. But after he returned to the camp and to the tribe, he felt some sort of spiritual calling to embrace this beast lord's teachings and spreads the god's influence among the ragged people. My father was always a very strong warrior and a charismatic leader. He claimed that he was a chosen instrument of this god, and that he was to enforce this beast lord's will with all the Reged people. He believed that the teachings of this beast lord was perfectly in line with the brutal nature of the tundra and the Reged people. And a lot of us were just as enticed as he was. It seems that his charisma and allure and his new powers, he garnered a dedicated following amongst those who were drawn to the Beast Lord and the promise of increased strength and dominance in this harsh environment. As he was spreading this new religion, he sort of gets quiet for a second, you know. He says, that's when the Dalim got sick. Dalim Zarak fell ill extremely fast. And within the next season, Dalim Zarak had passed away. There was nothing that our greatest healers could do for him. Soon after that, my father rose to power as Dalim. And coinciding with his rise to Dalim, the endless winter began. After a year of harsh winters and dwindling reindeer herds, my father, now Dalim, began to spread his curse to the other tribespeople with his bite. And when he says that, he sort of looks over at Quintus, right? He turned almost all of our mightiest warriors into these shape-shifting fiends. We began raiding other camps for supplies. But it wasn't until my fellow Sadafa tribesmen began to hunt and eat the other Regeds that I did not wish to be part of this tribe anymore. Sort of guilty, I guess. Even though he's, I don't know, he gets a little guilty talking about this subject since it's so on the nose, I guess. But he'll say, like, I've never consumed the flesh of another person. I could barely stomach the idea. And I wasn't alone. Others in my tribe refused to stand for the savagery that my father was committing, but they were quickly silenced permanently. Treason is the most heinous crime a Reged can commit. Everything changed when my father told me that he wanted me to be the chief of war for him. And he wanted to curse me. But I didn't want it. He had gone too far. And I spoke out against him to try to rally some of the other tribesmen to join me. But none stood up. And instead of death, I was punished. And he sort of pulls down his mask, right? And you'll see the gruesome scars on his face, which are like these huge claw marks. Now that you can tell, there's like clear claw marks that took out a chunk of his lip. And then he opens his mouth and you'll see just his tongue has been cut off. And then he'll sort of put the mask back on. I was exiled by my own father. And then he just sort of trails off, sort of sitting there staring at the fire.
I'll reiterate to the group. Yeah, his dad turned everybody into werewolves. Gabar, he doesn't like that you ate people.
I imagine that he would say a couple words, you would say a couple words, he would say a couple
Yeah,
words. you would
no,
say-
yeah, no. I was just kidding.
I know, that's good. He will like sign towards V and or like towards you guys, and while he's doing that, he'll say like in V's mind, I hope that I can be forgiven by the Sadiq tribe. For the tundra is very difficult to live in on your own, especially during the endless night. But like he definitely was a raider though. You know what I mean? Like he still wasn't a very good guy in the beginning.
Just photos.
Oh, hey, does anybody want to make a religion check?
Sure.
I was actually gonna ask that, but I don't want to
Yes.
interrupt you.
No, yeah, thank you.
You just reminded me.
Yeah.
Not great. Not bad.
Oh yeah, Gabar, that's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Illigan would not have heard of this guy before. That's okay. Anybody else? No, just that. All right, I'll say that Gabar. Oh, let's roll for Valen. Valen's familiar with the realms.
Although we did hear about the gods of fury somewhere, didn't we?
Yes, you did. Well, see, she rolled really fucking high, so she can fill in any details. Yes, you have probably, and I'll say that. Yeah, Gabar, you definitely know that, for sure. So Malar is the name of the Beast Lord, right? That's one of his names, but Malar is the actual name of the god, and he's like a lesser deity of hunting, stalking, bloodlust, bestial savagery, that sort of thing. Hunting instincts, stuff like that.
What's the god's name again? Sorry.
Malar,
Malar.
Malar.
Malar. Got it. Thank you.
So yeah, Gabar, and I think Valen can help fill in any details. But yeah, Malar is one of the deities of fury. There is a couple of them. Talos,
The bitch.
the sea bitch, Umberly, Malar, and then Oril, Frostmaiden.
So what's their relation with one another?
They're sort of like, you know how there's the triad, right? Which is Torm, Tyr, and Ilmater. They're just like they're like their own little group of gods, you know, like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. They're all sort of the same thing, but they're different, right? That's sort of the same thing with these guys. They're like a loose sort of grouping of gods.
Like a domain of fury with a bunch of subdomains, kind of.
Yeah, like if you, exactly. Like if you're gonna pick, exactly. Like if you're a cleric of the Fury domain, these would be the gods that you get to pick from. If you're a cleric of like, you know, the light domain, you can get like Lathander, or what's that other guy that everybody keeps confusing with Lathander, right? That guy
I'm an
too.
otter.
Aminator, right? And then, you know, there's probably another one that you could pick, like the Moon Saloon could be like a light deity, you know what I mean? Or that could be like trickery. You know, they have like their own little domains, but like that, yeah, the gods of fury are like a collective term for a group of evil and destructive deities. That's the thing. They chaotic and destructive. I'm actually not very familiar with Talos, but I do know a lot about Umberly. So Umberly, the fucking sea bitch, the bitch queen, right? She's like the god of like stormy seas, right? Like you don't like really pray to like a good god when you want to have a good trip across the sea. You like throw gold into the sea to like pay off this goddess of, so that she doesn't make a storm swallow your ship.
He's running a protection racket on the entire ocean.
yeah, basically. I'm actually, I don't know about Talos too much. He's like lightning.
He's
He's
war.
the Storm Lord. Yeah, he's the Storm Lord. So it's like similar to Umberly, right? But he's like natural disasters, and shit like that. Yeah, the other names for Talos are the Destroyer, the Storm Lord, the Raging One, and the Wildfire. So,
Yeah,
Just think of
Umberlee's
that.
got a temple in Baldur's Gate.
Talos can see nothing but a world that must be destroyed. Quote from Mistra.
Fuck.
And he's like the leader, right? So any other details that Gabar doesn't fill in for that, Valen will.
Gabar, I don't know too much about gods or religion or the pantheon or anything, but can we kill these things? How do we stop it?
Kill the werewolves?
Kill the gods. How can this be
Valen,
stopped?
Valen audibly laughs out loud.
I'm sorry, I was trying to keep it in. No.
Well, this is what we got to go up against, right? The Oral is this beast god. How the fuck we gonna stop this thing?
I was gonna say if anybody could do it, the Netherese could.
The Netherese fucked up their
And
own
I'll-
shit with the gods pretty fucking good, so
Gesture vaguely east to a giant glacier.
So when we get to the Isle of Solstice, if we get to the Isle of Solstice, is this just certain death?
most likely yes.
I mean, it's a smash and grab, right?
Sounds like this isn't something we want to go toe to toe with.
I feel like I've been saying that for 10 days now, and you're just realizing it.
We can take him
We can take him.
with a question mark at the end.
Can we take them?
That's the name of this episode.
I mean, dealing with Orof was bad enough. If Malar's in leagues with her, this is just went from bad to worse.
I guess we just
Oh.
focus on the bell and get there and see what happens.
I mean, would desecrating the shrine do anything?
Tariq will make it clear that they made a what's it called when like the religious people go back to their homeland type shit, whatever that word is, pilgrimage. They made a pilgrimage trying to find the shrine again. They couldn't find it.
The gods have ways of putting things in this world and snatching them away when they don't want to be found.
Tariq will also mention we can, right? We should avoid the father, Dalim Bakim. He's not like the other werewolves.
In what way?
Made a pact with the Beast Lord. I assume that comes with some benefits.
The fact that we now have to deal with members of the Storm Lord and not just the Frostmaiden. It's going to make things more difficult.
If there's like a loose book or something in this hut, Big Small would pick it up and chuck it across the room at this point. I think just a series of like everything getting more difficult and going from bad to worse is finally starting to wear on Mr. We can take them all.
Just catching on, big guy.
The Big Smile wouldn't respond and like solemnly go kneel by the fire and take a little TV timeout.
Valen will say, from what we have gathered, the information that we've gathered, Frostmaiden lives on this island. Isn't that strange? I've never heard of a god choosing a mortal form. Only during the time of troubles, and they were forced that way.
They must be living in their moment.
Perhaps it's not by her own will she's here.
Didn't the giant Jarls tell us she was kind of bound to a mortal form? And
Yeah, I don't remember. Lynn pulls out her notebook and begins flipping through the pages.
I'm gonna look that up too.
Yeah, we should, because I don't know. Jay knows, but I don't know how much information I've given you. Because you did mention a second ago that we've heard of the gods of fury, right? And
yeah, I'm pretty sure the Jarls told us about
told
them
us
too.
about
Yeah.
yeah. Now that you mention it, I bet that's where you heard of them.
Yes, Oral has been banished to the material plane. Session 37 notes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So I don't know why or by whom, but I can imagine the god of cruelty can be rather spiteful. Hence,
It's just, I don't know, all this talk of gods, Philin will say. Just feel like I'm missing something.
Do we think that the way to end the endless winter is by freeing Orville from her banishment? We defeat her by helping her? Sounds bass backwards to
I think of
the
it
bars.
more
It does. It does.
I think of it more as evicting her from this plane. She doesn't belong here.
Well, why should we let somebody like that free?
Valen will say, I think we're thinking of too grand a scale here. We are not unbanishing a god. The powers involved to do such a feat are beyond that of any mortal.
This is assuming we find a bunch of Netherese magic stuff that has the answers to all our problems.
Yes, the common trope of the wizard has all the answers. I can't say that you're wrong.
If she's bound to a mortal form, what happens if that mortal form dies? Going up against a
Reforms.
god is suicide, but going up against a god trapped in a mortal form might have a chance.
So,
Oh, I sound too much like Big Smile right now.
there is a chance. You're saying though.
Regardless, we are going to see her home within the next 10 day or so. We do not hold the power to do such a thing. I think I'm inclined to agree with Quintus. It is a smash and grab, as he said.
Well, then what else are we going to do? What other options do we have?
Grab
I
a
was-
codicil, get out, and hopefully we can find something to help us.
I was banking on the Mythalar, but I don't know how well that will stand up to deity's wrath.
I'm pretty convinced if some schmuck in a cabin could figure it out.
But that wasn't a permanent solution.
It
That
was also the
was-
size of my fist.
Yeah.
A proper Mythalar's huge.
I don't know if that does. I don't know if that works for me.
I'm not hearing any better ideas at the moment.
Your plan is to kill a god. I don't see how those ideas are.
Whether that's to kill her or to banish her, I don't really care, as long as it means that we are able to get this endless winter out of the 10 towns.
Yeah, but bashing an axe against a god isn't going to really do that. To the best of our knowledge.
There has to be some way then. Some way we can be able to banish this monster.
If she was banished here and she's a god, then whatever did the banishing in the first place is probably by far more powerful than we and unable to therefore banish it back.
And how do you know that?
Because I've never banished a god.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I don't believe anyone has.
Yeah, if the time of troubles would have been over real quick if it was that easy.
That's very true. Yeah, and during the time of troubles, the gods had to kill each other in order to set things back the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, and the guy that banished them is Ao, the fucking chief deity of all the gods in the Forgotten Realms. He created the gods.
You know, smash and grab sounds so much easier when it's not a god you're stealing from.
I just don't like the idea that's the solution that we're going for. It seems temporary.
Did we end up taking did you guys end up taking that book that was like a copy of the book that he had in the Black Cabin? There was another copy of the exact
Wonders
same
of
book.
Netheril.
Yeah, the Wonders
Yeah.
of Netheril. Do we have that?
I think Gabar ended up taking it, didn't he?
Yeah, or Valin. Somebody has
Yeah.
it.
I took it.
Yeah, so you would you have studied it a little bit? You read it, right?
I read it, and then I gave it to Scoop.
Oh, it's a Scoop. That's right.
So he has.
Well, you garnered a
who
little bit of
better to have
well,
it?
you garnered a little bit of information from it. If an active Mythalar is like a self-sustaining battery,
Right. Yeah.
you know, like just to set Sapphira's mind at ease, you could explain that, like, hey, if we get this thing up and running, it will control the weather within like however many fucking miles eternally.
Yeah. Like it's like
Not necessarily temporary, although you do got to keep that, you know, you got to make sure it stays running. That's about it.
could at least overpower her as long as it's. Just keep it out to the children of Oral's hands, and we'll be fine.
I don't know if any of us know this, but Silvery Moon has an active one protecting it.
Does it? Jay didn't even know that. That's cool. Silver Moon has a fucking mythalar?
Or it says Mythal.
Oh, it's
Oh.
yeah, it's the same. It's the same. They're the same.
2 letters short.
Yeah, mythalars are fucking awesome. They can like make weapons magical within a certain radius.
Yeah.
So you can like
it's-
just have an army of people with magic weapons, and as soon as they leave the radius, they're just regular non-magical weapons. Things are awesome.
Yeah, like you can't summon nor create fire in Silvery Moon.
Well, I did not know that. Anyways. Perhaps we should sleep on it, Belen will say. We have more time to discuss. It's getting late.
I'm gonna go in the bag of holding and get my bedroll out.
Okay.
One
It's
that
got
has
some,
a post-it note that says Gabar on it.
the dead dogs are starting to thaw.
I like fucking go outside and shake it off. They're like, fucking good fuck. Gross. Anyone have any plastic bags?
All right.
Sit down on my bedroll for a second. I'm gonna turn over the good berry that Illican handed me. Throw it in the fire. Not really feeling hungry tonight.
Make take inspiration. That was a good character moment. Actually, everybody can take it. Everybody's been doing a good job. But is there anything that you guys want to specifically discuss? Because we can just hand wave the rest of the night. Nothing, no encounters. You don't need to watch unless you want to.
Nothing for me.
No. Okay. In that case, let's take a quick break. I want to do another thing.
Cool.
All right.
See you guys in a minute. Hey, Nate. Nathan. Hey,
What's that?
your microphone's kind of weird. Talking
Does
it?
it sound right?
No, it sounds better.
Hello. How are you doing?
Okay, it sounds better now. Earlier when you were using it, it might have been closer to your face because it was so fucking loud. But now I think now that's further away.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds a lot better now. Just make sure. Yeah, no, talk. Go ahead and say something.
Yes, I am talking as I am V.
Okay, yeah, that sounds way better. I think earlier it was really close. I didn't want to say anything, but like if you watch the video, you'll
Yeah.
see it was really close to your face, I think, and that's why it sounded like that. It sounds clear though.
Hold
It
on
sounds
one
good.
second. See if this makes it better or worse. I'm
Okay.
talking. Did that do anything? When I
Sort
just
of.
did?
You can put it closer now.
It's quieter now.
Yeah, it is.
Is it clearer or not as clear?
I like that way better.
You like this way better?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's different about it?
I have a program that I got with the headphones, and it does like an AI
Fix your voice kind of thing.
sound, fix your voice thing. Yeah, but I just turned that off.
Turn it back on again.
Hello. This is with it on. This is with it on.
Okay. And turn it off. I just want to see what sounds better so we can fix that.
Yeah. This is with it off. Is this?
Actually, I like it better with it a little further away from your
With it
face.
on?
And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is
I
there
like
any
that.
way that you can adjust the settings of it?
Yeah, like the loudness of my microphone.
Yeah, not that. Like the
Okay,
bass.
hold on.
Could you-
This is with it on.
Yeah, leave it on.
Turn
I
the
think
bass
on
up or
up.
down.
No, up. because your voice is
Turn
so
the bass up.
yeah, the voice is so treble.
Okay, yes, I absolutely can do that. And it won't take no time at all.
Okay.
Tell me if this is doing anything. Is this doing anything?
All right, talk. Say something like a whole sentence.
Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so this is, I just turned it
Yeah.
up a little bit, the bass.
Bass. It does sound
It made
better.
a difference.
Yes,
Okay.
a little bit. Enough. I think we should leave it like that, and maybe put your mic just a tiny bit closer because V talks really softly. So maybe just like a little bit, like almost in line, like a straight line, straight out. And I think that. I think that.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
cool.
cool.
Because it was really loud when you first
Thank you.
started. Oh, no problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
all I care
Just-
about is
yeah,
fucking
let me know.
audio quality. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still playing around with it. I got these from a thrift store.
They're not bad. Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah. They're really good headphones.
Yeah, it sounds good. I mean, sounds good. That's
Cool.
that's
All right.
yeah. That's it. Don't sound too
Yeah,
bad. It's
They're
noticeably
way
different.
better than the other ones I got.
Yeah, it's noticeably different than the last headphones that you had or the last mic that you had. So
Sweet.
okay, all right. I
Sweet.
gotta go.
All right, cool.
Well, now you guys know why it wasn't a big deal for Gabar to eat people's soup earlier in the campaign. Because he definitely did, and everyone remembered. Everyone was just fine with that. I have like a heat rash on my chest. Really sucks. I'm not sure if it's it gets like 108 degrees in South Carolina.
Ugh.
It was rough. And it's not like a nice, like dry heat like in Arizona. It's like the wet swamp.
Humid.
Humid. Oh my God. It's so humid.
Ugh.
Yeah, the air is like suffocating. It was horrible. I had a horrible day today. I
Is
had,
it
like,
gonna get
no
any
shade.
better after?
Oh no, I gotta work the rest of the week in this place.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, but next week I won't have to worry about it so much, and I try to avoid in the middle of the summer. We try to avoid taking work that's just going to be direct sunlight with no shade.
Yeah, get plenty of water in you. During that
Yeah,
time.
I drink lots of water. It's not, but the thing is, my boss, he always gets purified water, and like that's like drinking air. Like that is nothing to hydrate you.
Yeah.
But it's cool, and it gets fluids moving, so it's not too bad. But yeah. Anyways, we're back.
I'm back. We back.
Okay. All right. So you guys get a long. Wait, Eric, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, you get a long rest. How's it going, Eric? How are you doing, buddy?
So far so good.
Good to have you. So okay, those are different. Those are unique, important roles.
Yeah, I can live with them.
Okay. V, what's your DC for your little D100 thing?
What's it called? Side quest. We got 1 through 5. I'm fucked. 6 through 15 now is 1 level of exhaustion.
You can bring it back down to 10.
Ooh, look at that!
The threat has sort of dissipated, but
I am in control.
the threat has been dissipated, but the trauma remains. All right. So you guys wake up in the morning. this is where you end. You know that for the rest of the day's journey, you will reach, by the end of the day, you'll reach Engajuk's Bell. This sort of place that Tariq is like leading you to. And I guess, you know, we've sort of just maybe discussed on a map, because you guys have a map, right? You guys have discussed on a map, sort of Tariq sort of points it out and he tries to explain it to Big Smile and Illigan, so everybody has a vague idea of where they're going.
Today's the 19th.
Thank you. Oh boy. Dangerously close. Okay, so you basically got like almost a 10-day before you got to deal with the side effects of being bit by a werewolf. All right. So I will say though, Quintus, the side effects are kicking in, right? So you are starting to feel you're getting spider sense, right? Like you are starting to be able to hear things a little bit clearer and smells are a little more triggering. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I imagine he's been sleeping every night just on his side with one arm like over the wound and just
cold
staring
sweats.
outside of the dome.
Yep. That's sort of how it's been. And yeah, you sort of pick up on all these sounds a little clearer and stuff like that. It's starting to take hold. Okay. So you guys have a full day of travel ahead of you. I'm going to roll for a random encounter. Oh, you get one encounter in the morning. So, ding. Awesome. So, you guys are traveling through the tundra, doing your little steps like Tariq has taught you, and Amar Khan taught you, and it's getting a little bit closer to midday, let's say. So maybe 11, 10:30, 11. Who has the highest perception? Illican does.
Illican.
Probably Illican, yeah. 18
Illican,
passive.
18 passive. Okay, so Illican notices something. Who's next after that?
16 for Quintus.
What do you got, Big Smile?
14.
Okay. Quintus, you notice as you guys are marching, right? You notice that off to the south a little bit from your, where you're at, you notice in the sky, in the sort of nighttime sky, you can barely make out what appears to be a flock of ravens sort of circling around this area, and sometimes they dive down to the ground, come back up. Illican notices that as well, along with what appears to be like 2 or 3 wolves, what's the word, like low threat. They're not gonna, it's not like a combat with these things, but like they're picking at some sort of remains of something. And Illican will sort of bring that to everyone's attention, other than Quintus.
Either it's a trap or it's something worth looking into.
What do you see?
Something's dead up there. Can't tell what.
I mean, this is probably Tariq's territory. B, can you ask him what he thinks?
You will notice Tariq crouch and head that way. If it is brought to his attention, he'll go check it out.
Don't you have your owl?
I can scope it out from a distance with Grim. But
Grim, yes.
I'd rather not put him too close to danger. But
How far off is Tariq running?
He's not running. He's, when you
Well, I mean,
crouch
like,
in a
yeah,
video
like going
game
away.
and you start, I mean, he's not getting too far. He'll stop, a yard or two away from you guys and be like, "Come on, motherfuckers, let's go."
Can I ask him what he thinks it is?
I cannot be sure. It may be an old camp.
All right, I'll say to the party, Tariq thinks it may be a camp. So everyone lie low. Be careful.
Follow his lead. That's why he's here.
Okay, so you guys follow Tariq.
Goodbye. You
Tariq.
stick close to me.
always big guy.
If someone needs Pass Without a Trace, I have it available.
Very cool. So Ilican brings up a Pass Without Trace as you all sort of crouch and, slowly sort of work your way over. And once Tariq is in range, he'll sort of take out his like pike or whatever, this long spear that he has, and chuck it at one of the wolves. And he like pins it to the ground, right? And the other two wolves run away. And you guys will see ahead of you, no traps or anything, so you can just go check it out. It's a rocky sort of like one big flat rock, right? That's buried in snow. But it appears to be where a camp used to be. Like there's a bunch of campfires that have been put out, right, with just charcoal and stuff, and what appears to be maybe a couple leftover tent poles and other stuff like that. Once you guys like approach, a couple of black ravens fly off of a corpse of like humanoid form. So yeah, you guys want to check it out a little closer? Tariq will go to check it out.
Yeah.
In the center of camp, this once was a camp, there is a stone that has been formed into some sort of makeshift altar. And it's covered in frozen blood. And on it, fuck, I didn't make a handout for this. Fuck. Hold up 1 second. I can though, real quick like. None of these are what I want it to be. Be some. Hold, please. Making a handout mid game.
I don't love the feeling of this altar all the way out here in the middle of nowhere.
Did you hear the story last night?
Yeah, so this painted in blood on the altar is what appears to be like a severed, clawed, five-fingered hand. So it's like a hand-drawn hand with like little oozy things coming out the bottom of it. It looks kind of like this. I'll put this hand out where it belongs in a minute.
Oh, shit.
Surrounding the altar are several fresh human skulls with like, the frozen little chunks of flesh still on it, but it's nearly been picked clean. A few remains of a campfire, and there are a few human corpses half buried in snow.
Anybody tell how long these guys have been dead?
Yeah, can I go check out the remains?
Yeah, make a medicine check.
Could I? I'll give guidance.
Okay. All right. Um,
21 plus stuff.
when did you
Plus
guys
4?
get? When did you guys get into a fight with a bunch of Sadafa tribe?
2 days ago.
Days ago.
About that long.
Oh. Oh.
As you like check out the corpses, you can see that like you've turned one of them over and it's a reghead. Like they still have some of their like garments on. And you might even recognize one of these reghead as like one of the ones that had the Ishara meal with you guys. And they're now dead in the snow. You know, their organs basically cleaned out of them, and most of the flesh and good stuff have been removed.
Reek, you may not want to check this out.
Yeah, so you will see Tariq, and without even like you'll look over at Tariq, and he's looking over at like the whole thing. He's got his mask and his goggles on, so you can't really tell, but like he knows what's up. He recognizes a camp of his own tribe.
Oh, we won't
Jeez.
survive by being sentimental. Is there anything we can use that's pragmatic here?
You guys want to search the camp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Everybody make investigation checks, those that want to search the camp.
I'm gonna give guidance to myself.
A Big Small actually won't make a check. He's going to keep his eyes fixed on the tree line and just make sure
Yep.
we're okay to be vulnerable here for a second.
Um. Okay. Okay, cool. So, Sapphira, you find what appears to be a reged spear. You know, one of those big, long, sort of pole arms that's been buried in the snow as if it accidentally got left behind.
Yep.
On it is, I'm not sure what it looks like, to be completely honest with you, but it is the recognized by the reged people, the symbol of the Sadafa tribe is like carved on it. Who rolled? Oh, Illican, as Illican sort of, you know, walks around the camp and looks for any sort of clues or something. They come across a sort of tattered, like leather necklace, you know, like that thin string of leather, and sort of dangling from it is like a thin piece of leather, like hide, and sort of painted on it is that same sort of symbol that I just showed you before, this sort of hand print, as if this is some sort of holy symbol for this dark deity. And Gabar, as you're like checking out the camp, you notice at the outskirts of the camp, there is a pile of human organs, as if they cleaned the bodies before they ate them. You could even tell where there was some sort of crudely constructed rack that these people were hung up on and quote unquote cleaned. But the rack is no longer there. And I'll give Gabar one more thing with his great investigation check. You can tell that tracks are still fairly fresh. Not that fresh. It's been maybe, you know, a day. But they head southwest.
Well, at least we're heading northwest then.
I will just point that out. Be like, if we want to find some Sadifa, we go that way. Which means I think we go that way, and I point the other direction.
And no reason to change course now.
I think, yeah, we're probably under the clock a little bit. So it would be good to take the fight to someone instead of getting ambushed all the time.
I agree.
I just don't know if we can afford the travel out of our way.
I don't want to go that way at all.
Stay the course then. B, Illican, does that work with you?
I'm all right.
All right. Without a second look back, Tariq will lead you guys away from the camp. As soon as you guys walk far enough away, some of those ravens swoop back down, start picking at the skulls and those frozen piles of organs. All right.
Sucks to be them.
After a full day worth of travel, you can make it to Angajuk's Bell. So, let me describe Angajuk's Bell for you. It's nearing nighttime. The aurora goes above head about an hour before you guys reach this place. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, cool. You guys see like a tiny little square that you guys are in?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought the bell would be bigger.
So as you guys approach the Sea of Moving Ice, right, you can see how the water sort of stretches out before you, and it has these huge icebergs, and like big chunks of glacial sort of bullshit floating in it like ice cubes in a bathtub, right? And the water is not, I wouldn't say it's agitated and rough, right? But they don't call it the Sea of Moving Ice for no fucking reason, right? The ice flows move very quickly. I mean, like noticeably so. You could see this fucking huge ass glacier like just sliding through the ocean ahead of you. But it is quite a beautiful sight to look out and just see nothing. You know, no mountainous, no terrain. You're right on the edge of the coast. And I'm not sure how many of you have even seen this before. You know, there's a new ocean for some of you, you know, a new experience. So take that in as you will.
I think Gabar seeing it again is not going to have very fond memories of last time he was here.
It is breathtaking for Sapphira, just as long as she is about 20 feet away from it.
Yes, completely understand. It is noticeably like a drop off from where you're at. Like maybe it slowly inclines, but I mean it's like water deep, right? Like I mean, we're talking, you take maybe 6 or 7 steps and you're already like chest deep. You keep going, you're just going to be above your head in no time. It's a very sharp incline, or decline, I guess, into just deep water. Ahead of you, you can see like what the coolest thing that you see is there's this awesome ass rock formation, right? Like this huge rock that goes up maybe 20, 30 feet in the air. Oh, maybe more than that. maybe 70, 80 feet in the air, right? Of this big, huge rock archway, right? And from where you guys are at, there is probably like a, I don't know, 10, 15 foot wooden dock that sort of goes off the edge into the ice. And oh, it's frozen here. Yeah, the water's completely frozen where you guys are at, but further out you can see it's water out there. It's just closer to the shore, it's frozen. But it's like hard ice over here where you're at. And there is a dock that sort of goes out about 15 feet into the water, and frozen sort of, well, you guys can see that little handout. Let me move you guys where you can fucking see shit. There you go. There's like a dock ahead of you, right? And there's a boat, a rowboat, frozen in the water. There's no like canned description. So like there's a rowboat sort of frozen in next to the dock. And sticking out of one of those the cool side of the rock formation, there is another dock, and at the end of it, there's like a big, maybe, I don't know, 2-3 foot bell. As if in times when the water isn't frozen, you take the boat out to the bell. The bell sort of sits by itself. It's not like there's a cave back there or anything. It's just on this cool ass rock formation. However, the other interesting thing that you probably notice as you are heading towards it is that a small domed cabin, like some fucking Inuit shit, right? Like some fucking Eskimo type construction of a wood cabin, right? This sort of domed building is over here. And it sort of faces the bay, and it has like a swollen ass wooden door on it, covered in ice and dormant barnacles, and the door's even like a tiny bit ajar on rusty hinges. But yeah, that's what you guys should see ahead of you.
I never seen anything like this before. Goodbye, you're the one with the most experience. What is this? Some sort of this building here? Is that normal? I can't imagine someone lives out here.
No, this is. It's generally if there's a building, it's on the sea. It's like a lighthouse of some sorts. This just seems to be a bell.
Yeah, that little building definitely resembles a hut. I think a hut is definitely like what you would use to describe this little building.
Gesture over to Tariq and point to the hut. See if I can get any indication if he thinks it's safe or not.
He will sign some stuff. But I mean, with a decent insight, you can tell that this is just as new to him as you. They told him how to get here.
Yeah.
I mean, we just spent a bunch of time walking. We want to rest before ringing this bell. There's no unringing it, so to speak.
Maybe we should see if anyone's home first.
All right, you guys want to check out the building, the little house?
Guess
Yeah.
we'll proceed with caution, yeah.
Sure. As you approach the cabin, as I said, there's like barnacles and stuff that are like frozen over, as if like during the summer months, the water might be a little bit higher and sort of fuck with this cabin a little more. You can sort of see where water levels have, slowly like rotted away some of the lower parts of the wood, maybe like a foot or two up. The door's swollen and rusty. The hinges are. but there's just ice covering the whole fucking thing now at this point. And it takes, excuse me, it takes a little bit of force to sort of crack the door open, but you do wish to just crack it open and see what's inside.
If Illican uses produce flame, can we open it a bit more quietly?
Yeah, you can produce flame, melt some of the ice off, no problem. But as you do, you can sort of see inside of this dark sort of hut. You know, opening the door, there's like a bed of some sort, crudely constructed with rope and shitty rusty nails. Again, like a foot of the butt of the bedposts are like starting to rot away, and they're soft. The wood is soft from, well, I guess it would be if it wasn't frozen, right? But like the water has sort of eroded away over the years of this thing. It doesn't look like anyone's been in here for a fucking long time, like a very, 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 very long time. There's like a thick sort of knitted blanket that's like dry rotted and frozen into a big clump where you can just pick it up in a big clump, you know. A small hearth, and inside of this small hearth is like some pretty pristine firewood, but you have a feeling it's just really nice firewood and it hasn't been touched in a very, very long time. It's not like it's recently put here. It's just well preserved. Other than that, there's like a back. Oh, I think the storeroom in the back is where the wood is. But I mean, other than that, it's just a tiny ass hut. I think there might be some like scrimshaw sort of fishbone things hanging down from the ceiling and stuff like that as like a sort of decor, and maybe even a garland that once was like made of flowers that are now, you know, when flowers like dry up, they sort of still are a flower until you touch them and then they disintegrate. So that's sort of, it's still like that, but it's frozen, covered in icicles and stuff like that.
Quintus, it might be as good a place as any to bed down for the night.
Somebody had to awaken the whale, right? I mean, unless sapient whales are naturally occurring. So I imagine somebody had a good relationship, good enough to build a house next door.
Maybe we go ahead, Quintus, or Kabar.
You don't think it was a child of Oro? This thing's been awakened for many years, according to the legends, right? This isn't some recently sentient beast.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's at least 200 years old, but children of Oral could be that old.
Looking around the cabin, is there any like clues as to themes? It sounded like from the Dalim, we had to like kind of convince the whale to take it and be nice to us.
The room itself is very sparse. Like I said, the only actual thing of value, and you can turn the whole place over, it's small as fog. The only real thing of value is the firewood. And like, what good is that really going to do you?
Yeah. Just thinking if maybe there's a gift or something we can come to this whale with, but I'm not sure how much we'll find here.
Didn't Fazian say we just got to be really nice to the thing, and maybe if we're nice, then it'll take us?
That's what it sounded like. Well, at least we got a dry place to rest our heads for the night then.
All right. Is that the plan then, to take a rest?
Yeah.
Think so.
We don't want to start fucking around when we're all tired, do we?
Yeah, probably not.
Okay. I'm thinking about ending the session soon. So, do you guys have anything you want to talk about during the rest? We can retcon it for next session if you guys want to go deeper into it and like talk about your game plans and stuff. I just want to end on like something exciting.
This is just being super nice to this whale. This is our one shot.
Sounds
Nobody
like a
fuck
terrible-
this up.
I mean, the whale hasn't done anything to me, so
Hear that, Flynn? Don't say anything.
She crosses
Guys,
her
you
arms.
guys are so mean to Flynn.
why is it always Flynn?
You just have a way with people, you know?
It's a whale.
It's an awakened whale.
Sapphire, are you gonna be okay going on an old ship on the back of a whale over the whole sea?
She hadn't gotten that far.
You have heroism now. Might be the time to cast it.
I think I might have to use it on myself now. Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, I did just run across a lake of water. If I can just imagine that I'm kind of like doing that same thing, just running across it without any, just running across it without any fear of sinking.
Just
Maybe
close
I'll
your
be
eyes and
fine.
pretend it's a wagon.
That's a good one. Yeah, actually, I think I like that more.
Anything else? I think I will leave space next session to roleplay some stuff.
Okay.
Because I know you guys were like really trying to figure out a plan, and if you're gonna like for Oral's thing, you know,
Yeah.
little do you know, but you actually have a lot more time than you think. It's not just a hop, a jump, and a skip to get to an island in the middle of the ocean.
Well, I thought it was.
Yeah,
Huh.
so you will have.
Thought I
more
could
time.
see it from here if I
There
just
be
squint.
monsters.
Are we gonna have
The
a
final boss was like right there.
we're gonna have a boat fight?
Oh,
Bust
Maybe.
out Salt Marsh.
Dark Duchess is full of zombified skeleton pirates.
Oh, that'd be fucking metal.
That would
I
be
know that
fucking
for
fucking
it's
awesome.
not seaworthy.
Frantically
yeah.
making notes.
Frost giant riding a dragon.
Oh god. Okay.
He's just crossing out all of his encounters for this one.
Oh no,
Just like,
trust
oh,
me,
shit.
guys. You have no fucking idea.
Oh,
There is some
boy.
there is some shit on this around and near and around this island that is the baddest shit I've ever seen in a D&D
Sweet.
game. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, we are talking
Only
about
level 7, guys.
the Frostmaiden. The actual Frostmaiden lives on the island. So yeah.
Actually,
But anyways,
level 7.
Let's
So-
fuck this shit up.
you guys take a long rest. I'll just leave space next week. We can talk about it next week. You wake up in the morning. Everyone's long rested. Those are some decent importance.
I'll take them.
How'd your sleep be? Like shit.
Not good.
Like fucking dog shit. Yeah.
Not the worst. I'll
Not
go
the
ahead and
worst.
mark it so I don't forget. Oh boy.
I just lowered it too. Like it's not even that big of a number now. All right. So you guys wake up in the morning. You're faced with what I just, what you can see ahead of you, right? This is like the arch, right? That's like both halves of the arch, right? There's the big section of it. There's the little section of it. That's like a, random rock, and then there's the pier with the bell on it. What would you guys like to do?
I think we gotta make our way over to that dock.
Yeah.
How's the ice around like this dock here? Like, is it possible to just walk across here?
Yes.
Sapphira is like kind of nervous at first, but like kind of thinking about what she did during her trip to the last camp. I think she's just gonna brave it.
All right. I mean,
If,
big smile. You
if
step out on the
possible, I may be able to ring the bell from here.
She looks back and is like, "You can do that."
I mean,
Of course.
we might need to be near the bell for when that whale comes, though.
I don't know how many of us can fit on that little dock.
I just don't want it to be one of those things where, you know, when you were children and you go and knock on someone's door and then run away and laugh at them as they answered and looked around. And I don't want that to happen with this whale.
Did you guys call it Nicky Nicky Nine Doors in America?
What?
Absolutely
What's
not.
wrong with
Call
you?
it?
What are you talking about?
That's
What?
all you
What
call
is it called?
It's called
Nope.
Nicky Nicky Nine Doors. When
That
you
is
ring the
not what we
doorbell
call.
and run away.
We
It's
call
ding
it a
dong
ding
ditch,
dong
bro.
ditch.
Ding dong ditch. Okay.
Yeah,
Nicky
it's a
Nicky
ding dong
Nine, what?
ditch.
Nicky Nicky Nine Doors.
There has
You
never
pour
been a
maple
person
s-
on this earth who has called it that.
No, that they do here. I swear to God.
And then they pour maple
That's
syrup
the
on their
weirdest
porch.
thing I've ever-
I feel like that's some racist
Light
Leonardo
maple syrup on
DiCaprio's
fire.
character from Django would say.
That's what we call it. Actually.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. That's what they called it in the 1940s. It's just... Oh wow, that was great. All right. So where do you guys want to Nicky Nine door this? Oh god, you should do that more often, Chris. Just mention some
What other
really
terms do you get wrong in Canada?
Canadianisms, yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's pull ourselves together here.
Sorry.
So it's okay. So what do you guys want to do? How do you want to do this?
When this whale pops up, I think we should be right by that bell.
Yeah, we should probably make a good first impression. So the ice seems solid enough, right? I'll tentatively put a foot on it.
Very solid.
How far out does this icy outcropping go?
Pretty far.
So there's really nowhere for a whale with the ship on its back to berth.
There is a hole in
Looks
the
like
ice.
a big open spot right
Yeah,
here.
right here.
Yeah. Right there.
Yeah, if the ice is solid enough, let's make our way over there.
Yeah, I mean, no problem.
Okay. I'll jump down and test it, and if it's okay, I'll
That's okay.
start.
I'll follow him out there.
Yep. You guys can easily make your way. Everyone can easily make their way across. With no problems.
Just in case as well, I'm gonna make sure to cast guidance in case
Okay.
we need guidance on Quintus in case we need
Okay.
to like convince this whale.
All right, you'll just be on the draw, on the ready for that when
Yeah.
need be. Okay, no problem.
Anything down in that hole or just water?
Can't see it. Yeah, and that's all you can see is just a little dark, murky water. I mean, it's nighttime. You know. I mean, even though it's morning, it's fucking night. So.
Quintus, do you want to do the honors?
Yeah, so there's a
towards the
10
bell.
foot, like wooden post. Where's the fucking description? A 1 foot diameter copper bell dangles from a 10-foot tall wooden pole attached to a short wooden pier. The bell comes with a rope and clapper.
Alright, I guess while everybody's gathered around the ice, I'll send a mage hand over and give it a ring.
Ding 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 ding. right? As it fades out. It was pretty freaking loud, right? You guys wait. And like 5 minutes goes by and nothing happens. Eight minutes go by and nothing happens. Illican notices a big ass bird flies towards you guys. Big, like a giant bird, right? Flies up and lands on top of the rock formation, and it's a vulture. It's a giant vulture. And it's fucking, I mean, it's huge. It has like a fucking 10-foot wingspan, right? And it sort of and lands, and a little bit of rubble falls off, and it just sort of looks over you guys. And maybe another 5 minutes later, another one lands on the stone structure. After about 15 minutes, there's 3 giant vultures sitting on top of this stone archway, just watching you guys. No whale.
Maybe we should tie ourselves to the dock so these things don't try to carry us off.
Reach into the bag of holding, take the hempen rope out.
One of the birds says.
Anybody speak bird?
It just caws at you, those weird, horrible vulture sounds.
Reek,
Quick, it's okay.
Dalim didn't say anything about birds. Do you know what's going on here?
Why doesn't Illican make a nature check?
Well, I do. Druids swap out their spells at long rest, right?
They do, yeah.
Damn it. Okay, never mind.
Okay. I'll say that's good enough to say that the sound of the bell attracted these creatures. Like the dog, like the Pavlov dog, right? You guys keep waiting?
Should we give it another ring? I don't want to seem impatient, but
Maybe we should wait for a little bit.
Yeah, everybody just keep in mind that to these vultures, the bell means dead bodies are going to be around here soon.
Why?
That's what they eat.
No, I get that, but why are there dead bodies gonna be? Do you think that this whale is going to try to kill us?
I think it is in the whale's nature if we don't make very nice.
This is a terrible plan A.
You don't want to hear my plan B.
I kinda do.
Rah! The fucking vultures.
I'm gonna launch a test strike at one of them.
Okay.
Hate for the whale to think we're mean to wildlife.
I purposely miss.
He's firing the spell, and Quintus says that, and he sort of jerks his hand. they fly by, right? And as they like whoosh, past the vulture, one of them, flies up into the air to because it startled it. You know what I mean? And then it sort of, and these things are fucking huge. And then it just sort of, flies back down and nestles in. What do you guys do? You continue to wait? Yeah, I see that. You want to ring the bell again? I mean, what's the deal? It's been about 20 minutes.
Zafara is going towards the bell. Try ring it again.
You
Sapphire,
ring it
we just
again?
endured the test of patience of a lifetime. I think we can wait this out for an hour.
Pretty big ocean.
She'll pour
Maybe.
back. She'll pour her hand
Okay.
back.
Okay.
Sorry, this is a very delicate operation, I feel like. And this is our one shot.
I am going to take this time
No, it's fine. I think Zafira's just impatient.
Okay.
to kneel down on the ground as I bust out my my case that has a couple of jeweled skulls die
Yeah.
in there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna spend a quick 10 minutes casting augury.
Cool.
Checking out, say if we wait here for 30 more minutes, will we be in combat potentially? Will there be fighting within the next 30 minutes?
Whoa. Like, no.
No. Okay.
Probably not.
All right.
It's uncertain, right? I can't. Jay can't
There's-
see into the future. I don't know what the fuck you guys are gonna do, but like, it's unlikely.
Well, that's why it says like in the next, in like the halfway through, it says like this doesn't account for like change in course of action. So
Right,
like if we
right.
say like, oh yeah, there's not gonna be combat, but
If
then I
we
punch
do
the
nothing,
Fyra.
yeah. Then it's no, there isn't gonna be.
No.
In fact, after you start scooping up your dice again, you will hear of like water, right? And you all turn your heads over to the hole. And after 30 minutes of waiting, you will see a like sharp pointed sort of stick, this like rod emerge out of the ground as if it is the front of a ship, right? And like the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean, like the fucking Black Pearl, right? A ship rises out of the water, right? And begins to surface. And
Flying
it doesn't.
Dutchman.
Flying Dutchman, yeah. And it doesn't look like no fucking shipwreck. This thing is gorgeous. It has like, what is it called? Barnacles and stuff growing on the sides of it and stuff like that. In fact, not just on the sides, but up near the handrails and stuff like this. And it's not a giant ship. It's fairly small. It's like it's not a double or freaking frigate or whatever. It's not some giant ship. It's but it's like double masted or would be, but there are no masts. As emerging from the water is this really nice ship with like a fucking beautiful mermaid, sort of holding on to the stick of it, right? And coming up out of the water, you'll see the grayish sort of skin of a whale, right? And a gush of water will come out from where the center of the ship is, right? Like a fucking blowhole. And as it surfaces, whoosh, right, you will see, not lashed with ropes, but tied beautifully with harnesses and like giant belt buckles and shit. A whale, put everybody's token in the same square. I'll give you guys some handouts. But like put everybody in the same square. I don't care what square you do it. Like maybe do Quintus's square over here. Or Gabar square is fine. Find the handouts. Okay, cool. So you guys will see. Oh, there's a big ass A3 right there. My bad. That's a different layer. You guys will see a whale emerge from underwater. And it looks like this.
I love him.
Right? And you'll even see a sharp fucking horn come out of the water beside it. It's a fucking narwhal. that's like swimming next to him, right? And you can also see a little bit of movement under the water as if there's a dolphin under there too. And as this thing sort of surfaces and blows out of its blowhole a little bit, you know, its head sort of above the water, you'll hear it will open its mouth and a voice will emerge from it. It will say, Anga, have you returned to me? And you will see its like big ass black eye sort of gaze over at the group of you guys. You are not Anga. And I think that we will end the session there.
Wow. Can you help us?
Yeah.
Is that a Finding Nemo reference?
Totally was.
Yeah.
You guys are just fucking gangsters, eh?
Hey, can we talk about that first concept art right quick for a second?
Uh-huh.
And the notes on the bottom.
Don't read the notes. What does it say?
Scars from Andrel's Rock.
Yeah, pretend that doesn't say that.
Okay. No.
Wow, they misspelled
That
rock.
does not
Crazy.
exist.
Such a simple word.
I know, right? Totally missing a K.
I mean, I'll even give you that. You will see on across its back and down it, there are gargantuan claw marks. I'm talking fucking massive claw marks running across its back. And you notice those like almost instantly. And they're not like fresh, but they're not completely healed over either.
This thing has a fucking diving bubble attached to it.
Yeah, you guys don't know
that's
nothing
sick.
about that.
I know that. I'm
nothing
just
about
looking
that
at it.
yet.
That's fucking awesome.
I
Yeah,
love them.
Well, that's what I was asking. I'm like, how the fuck are we gonna get this ship out of here?
That
We're
is
going-
so sick.
Oh.
I'm sure Sapphira's gonna love that.
Oh god, yeah.
Car's not gonna love that. Carl is gonna love that.
Yeah,
That's sick.
it's sort of an under the sea adventure.
Cool.
Under the sea.
Two Disney references within 5 minutes. We are gangsters. All right, so there you go, guys. That's the last session in 2 weeks.
Fun.
Yeah, so we're off next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Maybe I can get a one shot in at some point.
Well,
Who
we
knows?
got what days?
I swear to God, I'm not making this shit up. This is
Nice.
this is a
Don't
real
bring
one.
that shit back up.
This is a real thing.
Honestly, that's the name of the session. No, I'm just kidding.
Nicky Nine Doors.
Nicky Nine Doors. I so want it to be, but actually, we can take that.
Oh, that's why you were so quiet the last half end of the session. He was just making that dictionary entry online so he could show proof.
How to make a Wikipedia upload. Damn. All right.
Yeah, so we have, let's see, the 19th and the 26th, next week and the week after. That's the weeks we're not playing. We will continue this game again on the 2nd of next month.
Cool.
Cool. That gives me plenty of time to get it all figured out.
Where are we in the grand scheme of the campaign, Jay?
I think we're pretty close to the halfway part. Like, I think this is it. This is like halfway.
Oh, this is the
Halfway. Oh
point,
my
huh?
god.
Yeah. I mean, I can't
Alright.
say like the thing that's making me say that is when we got to Omu in Cholt, I was like, okay, we're near the end. And it wasn't even fucking close. Like there was still another half a game to go after that. Just because of the dungeon crawl itself. And like there is a series of dungeon crawls at the end of it. Like it is just nonstop dungeon crawl at the end.
Mhm.
So, you know, I mean it's a little more amorphous at the end, but yeah, I mean those take time.
Love it.
That
I
does
believe
not
that.
exist or has never existed. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
eat it,
right.
Canada.
That's totally right.
You guys are just mad at my healthcare.
So
Oh man. All right. Well, I'll miss you guys for 2 weeks, but it'll be
Yeah.
exciting when we come back.
Yeah, this guy Chris doesn't do one shots. He doesn't play the one shots. He's the only main campaign guy.
yeah, no side quests allowed.
No side quest for this guy.
Only main quest with him.
Yeah, you're probably the monster that played like Skyrim and just did like the main quest.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Skyrim was easy. It's only like 6 hours.
All right. Well, we'll figure all the logistics out for next week in the chat and stuff. But yep,
Cool.
I would say we're halfway. Like we're there right now. I would say we're probably gonna do 100. Probably is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Session 1 was April 13th of last year, so it'll probably be a 2.5-year
That
campaign.
was the day after my birthday.
Oh damn. Yeah, wow, 2.5 year.
Yeah, I've seen people do AMAs on Reddit for like they finish the campaign or whatever, and like people are doing it in like 60 sessions and stuff. Like,
Oh, wow.
they don't fill it out as like I'm filling it out. Like there's a lot of shit in this adventure that is not in the book, and it's a lot more ham-fisted.
We got side quests.
Yeah, but they like ham-fist a lot of stuff. You could sort of see how
How
they
many
like
players,
shove
like-
they shovel in at you. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to make it feel a little more natural.
How many players average do they typically
Like 5.
do? Okay. Yeah, we have 6, so
Plus a
might
bunch
be a
of
little bit more like
NPCs.
to accommodate
Yeah.
for, and like we did have Illiken come in, like kind of.
I mean, I've really
30 sessions
filled
in?
we've really filled it out. We've basically done everything up until this point. Some
Cool.
people like take quests out. I'm like, nah, these quests are cool.
Sweet.
We're gonna put them in there somehow. But yeah, all right, that's it. We're about halfway, like you said. So, or because you asked. So, all right, I'll see you guys
Alright.
sometime.
See
ya in the near
in a
future.
couple weeks,
In the-
maybe.
Baby, we'll see ya.
All right.
Eric,
Cool.
you staying
I'll talk
behind?
to you later. Bye.
See you guys.
Absolutely.
See
y'all
ya.
later.
Bye, guys.